Holy chat. My little schnookums. How's everyone doing today? Are we all having a great day today? I know I am. I know I am, chat. You know why? Because we've got a glorious tournament right here. A fantastic WILDCARD World Cup chatting ton, don't we know? And we're streaming on the Me and iFerg channel, chat. It's been a while. Hello everyone on the Me and iFerg channel. Welcome. We do these often. We had the regionals over on the iFerg live channel where we are also live on TikTok, my little scrumdiddlyumptiouses. Welcome to the stream. Filter in, chat. Come on. Don't be nervous. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Say something in the chat. How is everyone doing today? Oh, it's a fine day today. The sun's beaming. I had to close my windows because it was so bright out there that it was making me look like a PSD ghost. So we had to close over the windows. I did get an energy drink, so I'm feeling good. Might I add, I'm looking good. Don't worry about that, chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. But you know what is definitely good? The players in this competition, chat. We have some of the best players of all time playing in this one, chat. It's a little World Cup wildcard event. As you know, in COD Mobile recently, they added wildcards, which are like random perks that you can pick up off the floor, and they give you loads of different abilities. I'll show you what everyone's using inside of this tournament because there is so many different ones to choose from in Battle Royale. They also added them into multiplayer, but there's only like 4 different ones that you can use in multiplayer. And also over there, only 2 of them are really being used right now, which is the Perk Greed Red one, and then obviously the Overkill one if you're playing Search and Destroy. But Battle Royale, there's a lot of different ones being used, and we'll make sure to check out some of the best players in the world to see what ones they are deciding to use along with their teammates, chat. Yes, sir. Welcome, chat, to the stream. It's the $25,000 WILDCARD World Cup Finals. Finally. Also, if you want to see, like, rule sets, if you want to see standout creators or standout players, I'll have them on the screen on the main YouTube broadcast, which is the horizontal YouTube broadcast. So if you hear me talking about things and you don't see them on your screen, they're on the main YouTube broadcast just to keep things all centralized. If you want to stay on TikTok or you want to stay on the other YouTube stream, you're more than welcome to do so. If you just want to chill out, you'll still hear me talking through everything. But if you want to see a visual, you can go to the main YouTube broadcast. Either way, let's get it started, chat. We're going to go over to the rule set real quick. We got the WILDCARD World Cup rule set. If you haven't seen this before, it was on every single other qualifier and the other regional finals. Same thing again. Isolated. This time it's 7 games. Teaming up is banned. Jackals and Tanks are banned. Medic class is banned. And then there is 5 teams from Middle East and Europe, 5 teams from America, 5 teams from Africa, 5 teams from Asia. And then there was 2 fan-voted teams and then 3 sudden death qualifier teams. If you're confused, America includes North and South America. That is the Americas. Together, Africa means the entire continent of Africa. Same with Asia, chat. Of course, the point system is the same. This will be the last time we ever use this particular point system. It won't change too much going forward, but there will be slight differences, especially with the 10th, 9th spot. You'll probably only get 1 point in future tournaments instead of the 2 points that you get the whole way up until 6th place. Just slight differences here and throughout. There's $15,000 up for grabs today. There was $10,000 given away in the regionals that we hosted throughout the past month, and it's gonna be a banger, ladies and gentlemen. We'll pull it over to the notable creators, chat. There's a lot of really big teams inside of today's competition, and you know, I feel like it warrants a little bit of music. Oh, I love this song, chat. You know, I put this song when I announced that I got #1 in the leaderboards again, chat, so I had to bring it back. My little scrumdiddlyumptious. Hopefully my PC doesn't absolutely poop its pants right here. My little pog champ. Also, one of the players inside of today's competition actually had a baby, so shout out to Rebar. Supposedly, his wife or his girlfriend or his fiance had a baby in the same day that he's playing finals, chat. So he's actually only going to be playing a couple of games today, and then he's going to be going and shooting off and seeing his kid. But he's decided that he's going to play a couple games inside of the tournament with Inner Legendary today, even though he's just had a kid. So congratulations, Rebar. I hope your kid is healthy and well. Shout out to Rebar, man. Madman actually told me that literally as I clicked start stream, chat. He sent that over to me, and I could not believe it. I could not believe it at all. So congratulations for having a kid. And I hope everything's well with your family, man. I hope it all goes well, brother. That's fantastic news. Either way, you can see some notable creators on your screen over on the YouTube stream. We've got Asia over here. That's Team Holy Father up at the tippity top. They have an entire country worth of followers, and if you add Holy Father's Boss Choi account on TikTok, that would go closer to 10 million. But they're the biggest team inside of the tournament. They have the most followers. Everyone loves this team. They're the fan favorite for sure. They were voted in by you guys in the comment section of a community post. Below them, we've got Team Akaza. They're actually really close behind Team Holy Father in terms of how known they are in the scene. Everyone loves Team Akaza. They placed third in the Asia Regionals, and they have been doing phenomenally so far inside of all of the competitions that we've really had in the past few months. Below that, we have what I would consider right now the best team in Asia. It's Team Super Jeff. They placed second in the Contenders Cup. Keep in mind, they had pretty high MS in that Contenders Cup, and they still finished second. And that included some of the greatest players of all time. Then they placed first in the Asia Regional Finals. Just below them, we have Team Secret. They placed second in the 10th, well, he placed second in the $10,000 solos event, a phenomenal player as well. And then second in the Asia Regionals. Also, we're going to go on to the Europe and Middle Eastern teams. Of course, we know Team Ackman. We've seen them around. Team Ackman got in to this finals easily. He didn't even break a sweat with his team. First. That's what you're looking at when you see this. 3 firsts, Contenders Cup, Champions Cup, and in the EU Middle East Regional. 3 firsts in a row, pretty much, looking scrumptious. Right below them, we've got Lotex's team. He was actually playing with Ackman in previous events, but he's decided to go out and make his own team. Ackman's now made his own team, and Slayer has also made his own team. So 3 of the 4 of the last Team Ackman roster have actually split up and made their own rosters. Right below that, you've got Team Risen Gaming. This was a team that was actually stopped from playing in events. Then we got some proof that they were legit. They're allowed back in the events, and they are in this Wildcard World Cup. That's a Bull Balls' team. I know a lot of people from the Middle East absolutely love him and his entire roster, so good luck to them today. As we switch over to Africa, you can see Malay's team, Team OGDX. These guys placed first in their Africa Regionals. They did a phenomenal job, and I really enjoyed watching them, especially in Africa. It's a new up-and-coming region. That's why we decided to give them their own regional slot for 5 different teams inside of this Wildcard World Cup, because they're up-and-comers. Not very many people know about the Africa scene, but they're becoming big really fast. Right below them, we've got Shibo. That's King Knee's team. Got about 200,000 followers on their roster. They placed 3rd in the Africa Regional Finals, and they deserved a spot inside of the Wildcard World Cup Finals, which is today. Lastly, but definitely not least, we have my favorite Latin American team representing the entirety of the Americas Finals. It is K9 Esports, headed by Magic. Absolutely love Magic. He's a phenomenal player, and see when you see his movement and the way he's aggressively fighting with other teams, which we'll see today, you're gonna love it as well. Even if you're not from the Americas, if you're from Asia, Africa, or Europe and Middle East, you'll still appreciate Magic's gameplay, chat. Going down to notable players though, chat. We got a couple of notable players in here that you guys may not know, or notable teams that you may not know. Team Top 1 placed 2nd in EU and ME. I had no idea who these guys were. Still barely know who they are outside of this tournament, chat. They came in and they crushed it, and we were watching them quite substantially through the last couple of games in their regional finals. Right below them, we've got Redmond. These guys have been playing in all of our competitions pretty much since the start, but they've never placed first place in any of them. They just always seem to make it to the finals and do really well in their regionals. They placed 3rd place overall in their regionals, and they're extremely consistent, like it says on the graphic. Right below them, we've got Team Risen Gaming from Turkey, Iran, and Germany. They placed 4th in the regional finals. And right below them, Team AMK. Listen, this is Slayer's team. They just made it in yesterday through the sudden death qualifiers, and I have high hopes. I know they did really bad in their regionals. They didn't even get into the finals straight away. They weren't even a top 5 team. But it's got Slayer and Loading on the CM roster, and you're telling me whatever. They had a bad performance once. I'm expecting big things from these guys. I'm expecting glorious things to the highest of highs. In the Americas, we've got Team 4 Magic Line Delta. They placed second place in America's regional finals. I actually didn't know who these guys were, and then I realized one of them's a content creator, and I really should have been paying more attention, chat, to them. But either way, they were phenomenal. Absolutely amazing in their regional finals. Then we've got Team Arc Glorious, another team which we didn't really know too much of until these regional finals, and they crushed it inside of the Americas. W Esports Main, that has a player known as COD Ninja. He's actually won one of the $10,000 tournaments in the past, so I expect big things from these guys as well. Going into the Africa scene, we've got Team Revenge from Nigeria. They placed second place in the Africa regionals. They really impressed a lot of the Africa scene because a lot of them didn't really know who was in that team when they came out guns blazing. Just below them, we've got Team Addicts. They're also from Nigeria, placing fourth in their regional final. And down below, we've got Drags. I'm calling them that even though it's another name, but I just don't want to say it because TikTok, I love you guys, don't ban my stream. Going over to Asia, we've got Immortals Esports. These guys qualified through their regional finals, and see, to be honest, the Asia regional finals to me was the most exciting, and it ended up that all 5 of the teams, let's keep in mind, these teams had to come from Garena, play on the global app, but all 5 teams from that regional finals came from the Philippines. The same country, and that includes all of Asia. There were teams from Japan, Thailand, Philippines, freaking Indonesia. India was huge, and none of them got through because Philippines stopped them, chat. They stopped all of them from being able to join in to the wildcard finals. But as you can see, the graphics up on your screen right now, just below me, is the leaderboard. That will be updated after every game. Once we have the scores tallied up, we'll give you guys a quick breather before we start the next game, and that will be the updated scoreboard every single match. Sometimes it might happen before the next match starts. Sometimes it might happen when the next match is already underway sometime in the early game. But we like to get through these 7 games as fast as possible so that the players don't get, you know, kind of tired. 7 games is a lot of games to play, chat. That's an incredible amount of games to play. And the reason we did it, I know some people like 3 games, some people like 5 games, some people like 7 games. The reason we're doing 7 games is because it shows you the most consistent team. The more games means the more consistent team wins. So if you win 1 game, it means in a 3-game series, 1 game win with a lot of kills, you'll be bumped up those leaderboards really sky high. But if you win 1 game in a 7-game series, it really doesn't bump you up that high. You need to consistently place in the top 5 if you want to win this in every single game. And I am going to assume that we're going to see a lot of that today. Either way, chat, looks like 99 out of the 100 players are in the lobby. I'm going to leave it over to Madman. When he wants to start this game number 1, he can do it whenever he wants to start it. But I appreciate everyone joining the stream today, chat. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Also, a little leak. I said it yesterday in the qualifiers, but I'm going to let you guys decide. If we were to host let's just say, if we were to host another tournament, maybe like a $10,000 one, just maybe. Just maybe a 10,000. Solos or duos? Do you want to see your players and your favorite creators go head-to-head in solos? Or do you want to see them team up with their right-hand man and do it in duos? What are you thinking? Duos? Wait, duos? Solos? What are we thinking, chat? See, I like watching duos because I like hearing people talk to each other, right? But I also like hearing or watching solos because it's a 1v1, v1, v1, v 90 something other players. You know what I mean, chat? So I was mixed. I never made the confirmation of what I wanted to do. But I'm gonna leave it over to you guys. I'm seeing more duos in the chat. Everyone in the stream, you can type either solos or duos right now, and that will confirm the next event for Battle Royale. Whatever you guys want, I'm seeing way more duos. Oh my god. I honestly thought you guys were gonna pick solos. I really did. I thought solos was gonna be it, because solos is like 1 player per team, and then 1 person gets crowned the champion of the world, but it's looking like it's more so you guys want to go down the duo route. TikTok's absolutely spamming it right now, so we're gonna stick with duos. We'll do duos for the next Battle Royale event.
Time for the mission.
Absolutely. Yeah. Little leak chat. We're hoping to have it at the end of the month. We're hoping to have it at the end of the month, chat. Hopefully. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Everyone, fingers crossed for Skays. Either way, we're into game number 1, chat. Let's get this underway, my little Pookie Bears. Ho, 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 ho. We are into game number 1. My scrumptiouses. Oh, broski. Let's check the teams. Oh my god, it's so stacked in this lobby, broski. Let me, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? My father, broski. What me doing that video, Holy Father, huh? You think you can dodge me? You think you can dodge me, Holy Father? You better accept it. You better accept the video, buddy. Yeah, chat. I'm not letting it slide. I'm not letting it slide, Padre. My patter. Oh my god. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Pause the music again. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure I just seen loading die. Oh my god, there's multiple teams on Black Market, chat. We thought this might happen, and it's Ivy from the Philippines taking down Slayer's team. Oh my god. Oh my god, they only have 2 players left. There's 3 different teams here. Oh my god, Slayer, you need to stay alive for as long as possible. They have 1 kill on the board here, but they're not looking too good. 90's been knocked, and it looks like Loading's been eliminated. He's gonna come back in a revive flight, but he needs to stay alive for as long as possible to make sure that that happens. Using an advanced shield here. He doesn't have a normal shield either. What if the teammates are still up there? Oh, dearie me. Nagd has been eliminated. Necro is still there. He's going to jump down a little bit, but they need to get back their teammates' tag. I don't think they got Nagd. They did. Okay, so they're still alive. 2 kills on the board for Team Slayer. Loden's back in the revive flight early game, and Nagd's going to be picked up as well. So it actually ended up in their favor. They got all 4 players back. Slayer's getting another kill. That's going to be 3 on the board. So they get all 4 of their players back alive. 3 kills early on. Good play from them. It looks like Loading's landed up top. He doesn't have a gun here. He's going to pick up that MG42. Surely spam it. Start spamming. Players decided, does he want to go around this side here? I'm not sure if he wants to take that fight, but remember, this is one of the best teams from the Philippines that they're fighting against. Necro takes down Zhejiang. Oh, it looks like Karama is running away, and they might die early game. It's looking likely. See you later. Another knock comes through. That's the whole team wiped. But they were able to get back some players in the revive flight, chat. They were able to get back some of those players in that revive flight, so they're going to stay alive for now. And all of Slayer's team are here, waiting for them to land in. 5 kills. There it is. There's the last player. It's Haj. He's going to get chased. Oh no, it's not looking good for Haj. Wait, Nagdi was able to die there. Oh dearie me. Another player's back from his team as well. Nagdi does get knocked, but he does not get full killed. 6 kills on the board here for Slayer's team. I thought this was going to be really bad. When this first started out and I seen 2 of their players dead, I thought this might be wraps. Like Slayer at the start of a Game 7 series, this is going to be terrible for you. But now I'm looking at it differently, chat. 6 kills on the board. Their whole team's alive. They have the entirety of Black Market to loot. They can rotate and loot around elsewhere. They can get a helicopter. They can get hover bikes. They are chilling. In fact, the only thing that you don't get from Black Market, chat, is a snowboard. And that might come back to haunt them. We'll see it in the late game because I'm sure they're going to make it to the late game if they needed a snowboard or not. I've been saying this since these regionals started. Obviously, we're in the global finals now. This is the WildCard World Cup if you just joined the stream. But we've had regional qualifiers. We've had regional finals. We've had Sudden Death World Wildcard Cup qualifiers. And every time I see a team land Black Market, I think, you're so close to getting a snowboard. You're so close. But you just don't get it. You're not in the snow. You're not going to get a snowboard. And I often wonder, is it actually more useful to just land up there and get the snowboard, even though you're kind of out of the way of everyone else, than it is to go to Black Market and get a helicopter? Especially late game. You're not going to be able to use a helicopter late game, chat. It's just not going to work. They're going to shoot it down instantly. But they cannot shoot down a snowboard. That's impossible. If they shoot at your snowboard, they're going to kill you. Just something to think about, chat. As we see Slayer's team still over and around onto the Black Market, but looking over onto Synth's roster. Synth. This is Team Akazi here. We talked about them a little bit earlier. They've got 4 kills on the board straight off the bat. This is a phenomenal start from these guys as well. 4 kills straight at the start of a game, especially when they're landing here at downtown. This is often not one of the most popping spots to land at, but it looks like they're doing pretty good right here. And Father Ali seemingly coming back in a revive flight. He might end up getting shot from the sky. Ivy licked. He's the last person alive from Ivy. He still has those players tags over on Black Market. I'm gonna go and check Slayer's team to see if they're still there. They are still in Black Market. And if he comes in with that car, he's gonna get shot out of it and instantly killed. So that's something to think about. He might want to run in instead of using the car, and I think a lot of his teammates are gonna die here forever. He's gonna use the car. There's not a lot of time here on these tags, chat. There's not a lot of time here at all, and Nagdi can see him first. Loading's also around there. Nagdi's going to be the first to probably shoot at him. He is under the ground, though. Lick's choked it. Oh my god, I don't know if this is going to work. They're going to know. They're going to chase him down. He's got a couple of tags here, though. He needs to run. No, don't go into black market. Oh my god, Nagdi's still down. I don't think they're pushing him. Oh my god, he's seen his footsteps. Licked, struggling to stay alive here. He's going to rotate out. He might be able to get a hover bike here or go underground. It looks like they're letting him get the tags off. They don't realize that it's just one player, and he's going to be able to get out of that situation. Haj is probably going to die forever. And they finally get back their teammates. Good job from him for leaving it that long, chat. Leaving it that long. However, I'm going to go and see what Synth is up to, because these guys now have 5 kills on the board, and they've been looking phenomenal this game so far, and we haven't been able to see them much at all. They are a little bit further away from the zone than I would like them to be, and considering the zone is over on the right side of the map, you know what I'm curious of, though? Where's Akman's team? They usually land over at Ski Town, so I'm assuming, yep. Where are they at? Game knowledge, chat. I know a Clipper's gonna tag that and put a freaking epic song over the fact that I knew exactly where they were gonna be, chat. I just know, because I cast over all these games, chat, I know where every one of the big teams land, and they always land in the same place. Back when I was a professional Battle Royale player for Cloud9 in 2018 and 2019, I know, last decade, Unk status. Listen, I'll be the Unk of the COD Mobile community. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that crown. It's all good. It's all good. Back then, we always used to land in the same place, and I like to see that teams are doing it in here as well. It means that other teams kind of know where not to land, so teams know that Akman's land in Ski Town, so Akman's team are not going to get fought against with other good teams, because they don't want to land on Akman's roster. But I know what team does want to land on Akman's roster? A1! And this is going to be Lowtex versus Akman. Early game in game number 1. King Raph rotating around the side here. Can he get a little bit of a flank on Sleuth? Yes, he is. Able to hit him once, not too many times. So let's hop on board with Akman. He's actually went down for the low ground. They've lost the high ground here. Senior J pushing back up as fast as he possibly can to make sure that they take that high ground. Lowtex is rotated a little bit further back, and they're going to pop the smoke bomber to get out of that situation. Neither team wants to take that fight, and they might honestly know that it's actually Akman and Lowtex's team. Lowtex's team might know that it's Team Akman, and Akman's team might have realized early there that it's Team Lowtex, because keep in mind, just like those drop spots, teams actually know other teams based off their skins. If you see a High Priest skin, you know it's Holy Father. If you see a Ferg skin, you know it's me. If you see a John McCain skin, you know who it is. Don't you, chat? You know exactly who it is, chat. So, it's the same in this. A full team of arteries, it's probably going to be either Akman's team or Lowtex's team. They both rock full arteries. Lowtex's team, I think they've switched around a little bit with one of their players. Yeah, they have, exactly. These guys used to be the artery sweats, and then they switched around. Zlith has, yep, there it is. This has the same skin as Lowtex on right now, so it looks like they've actually switched back and forth. But either way, it seemed like they knew that that was Lowtex's team. They didn't take the fight, they opted to rotate away. And I would make the argument, chat, that some of these teams probably talk to each other behind the scenes and say, hey bro, what skins are you wearing? So that we don't fight. And if they don't, it's definitely a good strat to do, because I used to do it back in the day when I was a pro player. Speaking of pros, it looks like Chamo has the most professional skin of all time on, chat. Only released once, never coming back, now a rare and OG skin in COD Mobile. It's the Ferg skin, my ladies and gentlemen. They're actually against a very formidable opponent here. We've got a Kaz's team right in front of them, and it looks like Ice is going for a solid push by himself. As we're watching this, it looks like Akman has actually died here as well. I really want to watch that, so I'm going to have to do it, chat. Unfortunately, Akman has been knocked here along with Hypno from the opposing roster. Let's hop on board with Senior J. He spotted a player. He's going to go for this kill. Doesn't get the kill. I thought he was going to be able to do it. Hypno finally getting the kill onto him from Senior J. That's their first kill as a team. Not too good of a start here for Akman's team. They're going to be able to get him back in a revived flight, hopefully. I can remove it around with the snowboard. Like I said before, these snowboards come in extreme use. Oh my god, it's a 2v3. It's a 2v3. Akman's team might die early. I know that Akman's screaming down the mic right now, saying something like, retreat! Retreat! Get out! Run, run, run! Snowboard, snowboard, snowboard! He's telling them to get out of there ASAP. They're able to pick up Akman's tag. Senior J's tag is still down there, though, and I wouldn't put it past this other roster to camp that final tag, because everyone in this tourney knows that Akman's team are in the running to win it. So if they can camp those tags and they can stop them from getting points, it only means one thing. You're gonna move closer to winning the entire thing if you can stop Ackman's team from getting any points. Either way, let's move on board to K9. Magic's the last alive. He was fighting Synth and Akaz's team just moments ago, and it's looking like it went in the way of Akaz's team as Magic's the last alive. Akaza has 2 players up, and a third party's came in here from the side here. Not looking too good, unfortunately. It looks like this fight has actually been disengaged. Outlaw's gonna move around the side, and yep, they're not gonna fight anymore. And you know who is fighting right now? Holy Father. I seen him get a knock on one of these players, but I didn't see him get that kill. Only a knock with the SMRS. He's gonna move on top of Sanitarium. Let's check out this zone right here. It's not in the next zone, so he's not looking good that way, but Ivy did get back 3 of their players from the fight that we seen earlier in the black market area from Slayer's team. They're gonna actually leave them. I'm not sure if I would have done that with Holy Father's team. They're a good roster. They got Travis, Tokyo, Red, and Holy Padre. Me man. Holy, when are we recording that video, man? Holy, chat. If you know, you know, chat. And if you don't know, then you don't want to know. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Moving over to Synth, he's the last player alive on his roster. Able to get back 2 with their revive flight, though. They're looking good for 9 kills? That's phenomenal. 9 kills this early on. Good job from them, chat. Really, really good job from them to get 9 kills this early on. They have been doing a solid amount of work here in the mid and early game. We'll hop on board with the team that I expect to do pretty well today, but they've only got 1 kill so far. It's Team Super Jeff. These guys won their Asia Regional, and they actually won another event on the greener version of the game. Shout out to them. They won 2 events back-to-back in their own region, so they are definitely the best regional team inside of Asia. Nobody's around them, though. So I'm going to hop back on board with Holy Father, because I seen him get a little snipe right there. He got a little knock, didn't he? I think he was able to confirm that kill as well, but we didn't see the other kill come through, so they've only got 1 so far. He is using that High Priest skin, of course. The Holy Father himself. These guys, Ivy, have decided to rotate around the back instead of pushing through, and I don't know what happened Kurama there, but he's going to be out of this. Creepers. It looks like Rebar has actually taken off the first couple of games instead. That's the person I was talking about, and this is the team I was talking about. One of their players, in fact, like the team captain, the de facto captain based off follower count, actually had a baby today. He actually had a kid today. His wife birthed out a small little child. Congratulations to him again for that. But it looks like Matador's seemingly fighting one of the best teams from Africa here. This is Middle East versus Africa. The fight's not going to come down, and they're going to opt to rotate into the zone and into the building instead. Not taking that fight. Definitely a solid play from them. This is actually Immortals Esports. These guys qualified. They're from the Philippines. They qualified through the regionals, and they have been doing very well. Definitely one of the more underrated teams. I've seen Layla actually streaming earlier on TikTok, so shout out to them. And they are over by the bus station. Going to be able to get a easy rotate into the zone. It looks like Low Texas team is also in the zone as well. And I would say Holy Father's team probably has the worst position in the zone so far. They have to rotate along a lot of ground here. We'll hop on board with them, see what they can rotate through. Oh, this is not good, but it looks like Tokyo was able to pick up a knock. Can he get that full kill, though? Fingers crossed he's able to confirm it. I'm not sure if it's going to come through. Oh, Holy Father also getting a kill. These guys are getting a lot of knocks here. They're getting a lot of knocks, but they're not getting a lot of full kills, so I'm hoping that they can at least secure something. This is a very good team. I wouldn't fight that if I was in. It looks like Tokyo was able to get another knock as well. Lovely jubbly! That's a 2v4, Father! Fucking push it right now! Get the whole team in there! Keep firing your SMRSs. You got 11 freaking things! Shoot that at him. Come on, defend Travis. Defend Travis, come on. No, he didn't defend Travis properly. Holy Father, you're standing out in the open. You're gonna die if you stand out in the open, Holy Father. You're gonna die if you stand out in the open. Oh no, this is crushed. They've collapsed on the main stage. They had a 2v4 situation. And now... Oh! Holy Father, please! Please confirm the kills for the love of God! Oh my God, please! No! There's only 2 people left. They're going for the reses. Holy Father clutches up here. Able to get a lot of knocks. Oh my gosh, if they were just able to confirm their kills, they would be able to get so many more. They would have at least 6 kills on the board right now if they could just confirm them. Tokyo's awake now. He's ready for it. Up and at him again. Travis is also rezzed up. Holy Father. Looking like he's one of the best SMRS players in the entire world right now. I've seen at least 5 knocks come through from him from this SMRS. It might even be 6 knocks by now. They still only have 1 kill on the board. Able to use the smoke to retaliate and move out of that situation. See you later, alligator. Tokyo also rotating away. Damn! So much action for no kills right there. Unfortunate situation from Holy Father's team. I really thought that they could be able to do something here. But it looks like Matador's been knocked by Holy Father again. Come on, get the full kill, please. Shoot it through the window, please, please, please. Nice, finally a full kill coming through from 4K Holy Father's team. This is 4K Overload is their official name, but we all know them as Holy Father and Tokyo's team. This looks like he's using Zonho's skin right here. One of their players have been knocked and eliminated from Inner Legendary. See you later, Alligator. We'll hop on board with the captain. It's going to be Ackman. Only 2 kills here. Them disengaging from Lowtex's roster earlier means that they weren't able to get any kills onto them, but it looks like they're right back in the same place as they were before because Lowtex's team are right underneath them, and they do have an interesting position in the other zone. Inner TB also getting killed by Ackman's, or Holy Father's team again. We'll hop back on board with them because I want to see what's going on. Holy Father with 3 kills. The Asia teams are seeming to perform really well today, chat. They're honestly all getting a bunch of kills. We'll have to keep on watching the Asia team. The only team that's not doing good is Super Jeff, and they play very slow early game. We've seen that before, and we're seeing it again here. They like to get kills later off in the game. K9, not looking too good here. Only one of their players are left alive, and it's going to be Takeoff. Struggling. They could get a quick knock here onto the John McCain skin. He's going to die. That's going to be wraps for the K9s. Not able to get any placement points there. I think they got about 6 kills, so they're going to get 6 total points that game. But that's not a lot. That's not going to really put them in the top 5 of the leaderboards after game number 1. Rami able to take down Claude as well. This is Ackman's team. They're really struggling here. I must admit, this is probably the worst we've seen Ackman's team play in a first game ever. Keep in mind, this is the most competitive tournament we've ever had. Regionals across every single one of those regions. There's teams in here that aren't creators, they're just players, and they are one of the best teams from each region. Oh. Speaking of one of the best teams from each region, Immortals are the team that they're fighting. They are relatively unknown inside of the entire scene. They don't have a big creator headlining their roster, and they were able to take down Ackman just moments ago. Now they're moving into the zone. I know Ackman's screaming down the mic again right here. They're just trying to get in. The zone doesn't tick for too much. It's ticking for 5. At least it's not a 10. But no matter what happens here, Ackman's roster, the team of 3 that are left, have to get into the zone, and they're going to be fighting with some team or another. Remy gets knocked. Finally, they're going to get a retaliation kill onto him for killing their team captain. Full kill comes through. Only 3 kills from this roster. Still moving into the zone. Look how small this zone is, chat. I can't see it on the map. Immortals are right beside them. The shots go down with the defender. They're hopefully going to get the wipe here onto Immortals. Rink is the last alive for the roster. 4 kills coming in the way of them, but we're going to hop onto a different team here. It looks like Holy Father's team have been eliminated before we could watch them. Super Jeff is still alive, as we've seen before and many times in the past. Super Jeff's team always seem to make it into the late game. Oh my god! The SMRS threw the smoke across the map straight over onto A1. That's gonna be a tragedy for Lowtex's roster. Oh, dearie me. Hopefully those kills come in the way of Super Jeff's team. I'm not sure if they will, but it looks like they're actually quite safe over there. They might even be able to get the revive. No, they got the revive, and it looks like Super Jeff's not able to confirm any one of those kills, and they're still in this zone for another 20 seconds. So even though he got 2 of those knocks, he's not going to get any kill whatsoever. 13 kills, speaking of them, coming in the way of Lowtex's team right here. They're looking phenomenal. Definitely the best team inside of game number 1 so far, but don't let that distract you from another team with 13 kills. It's gonna be the Middle Easterns themselves picking other players apart right now. They're not worried about a damn thing. They have all of this hill and divot to work with. The next stone's falling in, and it looks like they've got the high ground advantage here against another team from the Middle East. Is that? Hold on a second. Never mind. That's Syncra's team. Oh, the second best team from the Philippines are making their stand right here, but they're in between 2 different teams. The spotter has been used. Are they going to be able to get out of this situation? It's not looking likely. They've been absolutely eradicated out of this situation entirely, with Secret being the last player alive in his team. He's trying to get out of there, but I don't think he's going to be looking too good here. Able to survive 1 more spot, finishes off in 3rd. Now it's a little bit of a fight between the best team, or one of the best teams from Europe. Fire! Can we get a replay on that, chat? What the heck was it? Chat, can we get a replay on that? That was interesting to say the least. Secret's still alive. He's able to pick off one of the other players, but they're unfortunately going to lose it right there. 21 kills in a win. Madman! Can I get you to to VOD review that. I need a VOD review on that one, Madman. That was interesting. If he had Smoke Bomber, I would have said whatever. Like Smoke Bomber, you can see them through the smoke, whatever. Bro was using Spotter. I know that Madman and the team are going to look through that. That was interesting. That was interesting. If that was the only one that was like that, then, you know, it can happen. Like, you can shoot somebody through a smoke without Smoke Bomber, chat. It can happen. It can happen for sure. 21 kills and a win's going to be 31 total points. Congratulations to them. That is a very good first game performance. Just a little bit of a suspicious ending right there, but, you know, listen, if Holy Father did that, we wouldn't even care about it. It's just because these guys have had a troubling past. That's why we're curious about what went on there. But we've got the whole team looking at it right now through their spectator slots. And thankfully, COD Mobile have actually allowed us to use the spectator client again. It wasn't working for a while, but now we can go back and watch the gameplay. And obviously, everyone records their games anyway also. So we'll be able to see what just happened there. But so far, so good for a lot of these teams. Secret's team able to finish second place with 15 kills. That's going to give them 22 total points for game number 1. Team number 3, that's Low Texas team. A phenomenal job from them. They're getting 17 kills with 5 points for placement. That's going to be a good performance from them as well with 22 total points, chat. Ah, Hawkeye card. Ah, he had Hawkeye. He had the wild card. That's exactly what it was, chat. Madman, can you make sure that he had the Hawkeye? Well, there we go, chat. Speaking of wild cards that completely changed the game, you guys have just confirmed it. He had Hawkeye. He's streaming. Did he have Hawkeye? Can somebody confirm with me? Chat. He had Hawkeye, yeah. You guys went to his stream yourselves, and he had Hawkeye. Oh my god. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, if wildcards didn't change the game, or if you didn't believe they would change the game, there's your proof. Because he had the Hawkeye perk, he could see him through the smoke without having to run Smoke Bomber. That's a brand new wildcard just released inside of this brand new update. In my opinion, chat, in my opinion, let it be stated right now, this has been the best update since Gunsmith was released back in August of 2020. That's almost 5 years ago. Listen, I know back in the day, the Alcatraz map released, we won that tournament, just saying. Just a quick reminder, Unk's old and retired and washed now, but back in my day, I won the first Alcatraz tournament, all right? I'm putting my foot down right here. But the Alcatraz, it was released, it was cool. Blackout released, we won that, it was cool. But in actual gameplay changes, this has been the biggest change we've ever had since Gunsmith. That's 5 years. That's half a decade of gaming on COD Mobile for these to come out and for these amount of changes to happen in one update. Phenomenal. Couldn't commend COD Mobile more for that. And you guys know, I like to talk my trash when we get bad updates. Or I just ignore them because I don't care. I don't care about bad updates. This update, honestly, probably should have been an anniversary update because it had so much in it to do with these wild cards, especially because it was wild cards on Battle Royale and multiplayer. It wasn't just multiplayer and it wasn't just Battle Royale, it was both. We got them on both separate modes at the exact same time. Shout out to COD Mobile for sure. But yeah, he had the Hawkeye perk on, chat. The Hawkeye perk was used. Good job, Ken. Beating the allegations right there, chat, my little scrumdiddlyumptiouses. But we're going to get the scores updated for you guys as soon as possible. As soon as possible, my little scrumptiouses. Ah, man, good job from you. I'll give you a little teaser of where everyone's lying before we get the graphic updated on the screen. If you want to know where the scoreboards will be updated, it will just be down below my my face. Risen Gaming are currently first with 31 total points. Then we got A1 second place with 22 total points. Secret with 22 total points are tied with A1. Addicts are a little bit below them on 16 total points. Then Ackman's team actually not too far behind, considering that was probably Ackman's team's worst performance we've ever seen them have in a tournament. 12 points, finishing in 5th place right now. Not bad at all. 6th is tied, 10 points apiece between Arc Glorious and Team Akaza. Then we've got top 1 at 9 points. Holy Father's in the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the top 10. He's got 9 points, tied with top 1. X-Team are on 8 points. Immortals Esports are on 7, tied with Inner Legendary. And then K9 Esports are on 6th, chat. They are on 6. So far, so good. Hawkeye perk coming in handy. I'll make sure to actually look at the perks before I make any allegations, chat. That's on me. That's on me, chat. The Hawkeye perk, it is what it is, chat. It's a phenomenal perk. Even Madnan said to me, like, this is suspicious, and then we realized, oh, chat knew exactly what was going down there, but who's ready for game number 2? Oh, you already know I'm ready for game number 2, Madman. You better start it up. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm also ready for? I'm gonna put the scoreboards, I'm gonna get them updated for you guys, because the team is fast with it. We got Bright and Madnan on the decks today. Bright's our graphic designer. Madnan's the one that facilitates this. The YouTube's already updated, chat. I'm gonna update the TikTok right now for the Tiki Talkertons. Appreciate everyone coming to the stream. Remember, this is the Wildcard World Cup Finals Squads event. Hoping for a duo soon. My little Pookie Bear, there it is, updated on both of the streams. Keep in mind, the players are also streaming right now, so if you want to watch any individual player, or you want to rewind their stream, maybe if they're not on TikTok, if they're streaming on YouTube, you might be able to rewind it, and then you can come back here if your favorite player dies, and watch the grand scheme of things, chat. But we're getting into game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, on the isolated Wildcard World Cup Squads event. My little scrumptiouses. 100 out of 100 players in the match, chat. This Wildcard World Cup features 5 teams from 4 different regions through the regional qualifiers, then 2 fan-voted teams, and 3 sudden death global qualifiers, ladies and gentlemen. It is by far the best teams on the planet. Whether they're on the Garena app, the global app, whether they're from Africa, from Asia, Middle East, Europe, North America, South America. These are the best teams in the world. Guaranteed. I give you the Ferg guarantee, chat. As we hop into game number 2. Oh, what are you gonna do? This game, Ackman, of course, going to Ski Town as well. You can tell that teams don't like landing in Ski Town because that's exactly where Ackman's team is. But they'll land dormitory. See the way they land over on the side? So they'll be able... You know what? This might get a little bit too analytical here, chat. But if you really like Battle Royale, I'm going to tell you what's going on here. Ackman's team lands Ski Town. Risen's team are the best team from the Middle East, right? And in their head, they're thinking, okay, Ackman's team lands Ski Town. They've landed here every single tournament in the past since they knew that snowboards are really good. We need to figure out a way to nerf them. Usually, Ackman's team gets Ski Town, and they get dormitory free loot. Sometimes there will be a bad team that lands dormitory. They'll kill them. Free kills, free loot. What Risen are doing here is stopping the rotation of Ackman's team to go into dormitory, get free loot, get free helicopters, guarantee everyone with the snowboard, and they're gonna hold that loot themselves, loot it all up, and stop them from getting way more advantages than what they would have previously had inside of this game. And it looks like this might actually come back to bite them because Ackman's team are rushing them straight off the bat here. Senior J gets RMS out of there, and a ball balls. Now in a fight against the last couple of remaining players from Immortals Esports. This is gonna come and hurt them very dramatically. Oh, Ken has been spotted. This isn't good. Ken's gonna get knocked here. See you later. Ackman's team don't like that people are dropping beside them and stealing their loot, and they're gonna go for this enormous push. Able to take down 2 of the teammates from Risen. Keep in mind, Risen were banned previously because they were so good that the Council of EU Battle Royale Esports told me they were absolutely cheating. When we VOD reviewed, there were some suspicious moments. But unfortunately, they were gripped with another team that was hacking, when in fact they were not the hackers. And they just happened to be the best team from the entirety of the Middle East. Now, Ackman's team don't like that. They want their spot back. And it seems like they're damn well taking it. 2 kills straight off the bat against the team that is currently #1 ranked in the Wildcard World Cup at the tippity top of the leaderboard. Taking the high ground. Up in the tippity top of the mountains is Remy. He's getting out of there because it looks like King Wrath is up in the top like he's Batman. A bull boss is trying to stay alive though. I'll not watch him for too long, chat, because I know that a lot of teams like having the streams open in the background. Even though we say no stream sniping, it's never a guarantee. Hypno has got his teammates tag. He's got Ken back into the action. We'll hop on board with Low Texas team, see where they are at currently. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, there's 7 games inside of this event. Top 5 win money. The rest, lose. Holy. They're going to go and get their chip terminal right here, chat. They don't need to worry about a damn thing. Nobody's around them either. Let's go down, check out K9. We haven't seen too much of these guys today other than them dying. Not that they haven't been doing good, but it looks like Slayer's team have landed on top of them, and I think Ice is going to get eliminated here. He luckily rotates out of the situation. How has he not been killed? Oh my god, takeoff gets 90 and loading. Oh my god, Magic, where are you at? He gets treated with. Who's on there? Somebody's got to be close. No, it's still a 3v2 situation. Ice is up first. He's going to try and make something happen here. Finds Necro from behind. Shots go down. Necro is able to take down one, but Ice gets the trade, and now it's a 2v1. Slayer's rotating out of that situation. Absolutely. He does not want to take that fight. See you later, alligator. Oh, dear. Bad fight from Slayer's team. They struggled in the regional finals. They did really well in the sudden death qualifier, but I mean, chat, come on. Come on, Slayer's team. You guys got to be a little bit better than this with the coordination. I can't believe 2 people died from a spotter right there, and he's just going to rotate as far away from that as possible. Holy Father's team, on the other hand, they're vibing. Don't really need to worry about too much here, chat. Don't need to worry about too much at all. Is there anyone even around them? Nope. No. They're in the middle of the zone, too. They're just going to load up. Bye-bye. Looks like a loadout drop. Actually, it's just a normal drop is coming down for them, and they don't need to worry about absolutely anything. Hopping on to Inner Legendary, though. Definitely one of the other best teams from the Middle Eastern region. They've spotted K9. That spotter was preemptive, to say the least. I feel like, still to this day, nobody understands how to use the spotter when they're in a tournament, quite like Ackman does. That spotter was very, very early. Before a team had even pushed, you need to make it where they're pushing to. Oh, Inarashri able to take down Chamo here with TB. A flashbang goes down. Interesting. I didn't think we were playing multiplayer, but I suppose we are. As Battle Royale's catching up with the flashbang meta that we've been having on multiplayer ranked for the last few years now. Dr. Stop, the only one eliminated here from Inner Legendary. These guys are good to go. We're going to get their teammate back through the revive flight. And as we go down the list, we'll be able to watch some other teams that we haven't really given too much of a spotlight to since this tournament started. It's going to be Secret's team now we're looking at. They actually finished second in the game just before that, being the first game of the entire event. And let me tell you this. The Asia region, particularly Philippines, have really stepped up their game. When we go back to the biggest events of all time, which were the events that we held last summer, the duos, the squads, and the solos, Philippines were lackluster. The only person that really was dominant was Secret. He's kept that dominance up, but now Super Jeff, Holy Father, all the 4K boys have caught up, and Philippines, it's a region you don't want to mess with anymore. I say Philippines because they dominated Asia, and Philippines represents Asia at this point in the tournament, as they got all 5 of those spots. All 5 of them came to one country. I will say a region that I have not been given any light to today has been Africa, and it looks like we switched to them at the correct time here as Malay was able to take down COD Ninja. COD Ninja, not only a finalist of previous events, but actually a winner of one of the $10,000 events in the past. He's gonna fall early in this game. We'll have to see if they're able to pick up his tag. They don't full kill him because the tag isn't taken, but it looks like Malay's been hit by a hoverbike here. Oh, dearie me, this is not looking good for it. Team Malay. This is going to be OGDX. Smoke bomber comes down. They still haven't full killed COD Ninja, I don't think. Have they got him? No, they're letting him live. They don't want anyone to take his revive flight card. This is actually a very good IQ play here, chat. They don't want the card to be taken. So because of that, they know they've got this kill confirmed no matter what. They want to get into position so that they can actually take him down in the future. Looks like BMW has been killed as well here. Not looking too good for COD Ninja's team. Cluster strikes are going down, and it looks like a third-party Redman. We haven't seen them today at all. But Ducks and Aim are last in the pack. Coming in like wolves for their prey. Able to take everyone down here. Redman, an underrated team, but definitely one of the most consistent teams we've had in these tournaments. 5 kills on the board from them. looking absolutely scrumptious. Soy Top are going to rotate past them. Not going to do too much. 4M's another one of those teams that we don't really see too much of. But they've got Evan Drum, Jackery, Gus, and King Wim on the roster. I just seen Secret die. Secret, you better not have got your whole team wiped there. Low-Tech's getting shot from above by an FHJ. Not going to do too much to him. Secret's the only one dead from his team, so they're good. They're still alive for now, chat. Still alive for now. Only one kill on, though. They're going to be fighting Low-Tech's A1 roster. Oh, dear. It's about to go down here, chat. I think we need an OG1 for this one. Oh, no. It's not looking too good for A1. Slash has been spotting both of the remaining players across that hill. Zaki and Sleuth. I don't know too much about Zaki, but I know Sleuth. He's one of the best players in the entire game. We've seen him do an incredible job. Oh, SMRS goes down, not able to hit it. Zaki needs to come in with the retaliation and help here. It's not going to happen in time. They should be able to take down Sleuth. They still haven't got him. Spotter's going to go down as well to keep Zaki away. Oh, they should have confirmed the kill on the Sleuth there, chat. That was detrimental. They should have did that, chat. Honestly. They should have confirmed that. Oh, dearie me, my little broski-do. Okay, they're rotating away from the game now. Why is my YouTube buffering, chat? I got the highest speed internet of all time. They're giving me a buffer ski. Goofy goobers. Either way, I'm glad it's not the stream, am I right, chat? I'm glad it's not the stream. All three still alive. They should be able to get Secret back. He is down there by Low-Tech's, but I think they'll be okay to get him back later on. So we'll move over to another team here. We've got Inner Legendary still up with all 4 players alive. They're actually over by Redmond. Over by side Redmond, the consistent team that we've talked about many times in the past. Where's Holy Father's team, though? We haven't seen these guys at all. They're still over by. Oh, wow! They should be able to take drags off here. A little SMRS through the water might hit, might not. It's worth a try, Holy Father. Yeah, it's worth a try. Keep it going. You know what? Just start spamming it. You know they're over there. You might as well keep going. Oh my god, you might as well keep going, Holy Father. Keep it up. Come on, keep it. Come on. Come on, Father. Oh, he's going to go for poison this time. Oh my god, Tokyo and Holy Father helping each other out there with the back-to-back SMRS. And now they're pushing in. This could be a little team versus team wipe right here, Father, for Fire Red. Going around for the side. Able to see Jordy. Shots go through. I believe that's the wild card perk right there that he's using. Is that Hawk's Eye? Yes, it is. He's got the Hawk's Eye in. We just seen it in action. Ken had it last game. And now Fire Red has it this game. Oh, Poison's been spotted. He's going to get knocked as well. See you later, Alligator. The last player is still alive. Tokyo's going to die to Cabal here. And that's a little bit of a 3v1. Holy Father trying to make something happen. Cabal gets knocked as well. But it looks like one of their players come back through the revive flight. So Drags are still going to be alive for now. As movement gets pushed back in through the zone. Not looking too good, though. They've all pretty much been eliminated. King Knee left the game, so he must have been eliminated as well, unfortunately. My little Pookie Bears. Go outside the zone. Okay, he's going to go for the tags. Commendable play here. He should go for those tags. Try to get his teammates back into the action. 4 kills from Holy Father's team so far in this competition. Let's hop on board to see what iDrop and the boys are up to, though. Actually, you know what? What about Risen? Where have they been this game? They haven't really had that good of a game, if I'm going to be honest, chat. Yeah, a pretty lackluster game in their entirety. I expect a little bit more from you guys, but we'll hop back on over to Inner, as I wanted to watch them previously. They've got 9 kills so far. Slayer's actually left the lobby. Oh, dear. Slayer leaving the lobby there makes me believe that he's out. Did he get eliminated? That's not good, chat. That's not good. Getting eliminated very early here. It looks like Inner are going to go for a 4v3 situation on a third-party rotation against Secret's team and Panchito's roster. Panchito, I believe that's Team X. Over on the side of this river. Kids go down. Secret has been spotted. Look at that movement. Oh my god. Nobody moves in this game like the freaking Philippines right here, chat. They might not have the best accuracy. And sometimes their coordination can be a little bit off. They've learned a lot. But something that can never be defeated is their movement. Unbelievable rotation there from Secret to get out of that situation. Unfortunately, looks like Inner Legendary are getting targeted from the side here. It's going to be 4M from the back. Gus able to pick off one of their players. Rosari goes down here. Fortunate situation for him. COD Ninja also rotating right past as well. Should be able to get through on the bridge. They're going to ignore him for now because they have some food they want to go and eat here on the roster of 4M. surrounding them like sharks to their prey. Able to get back their teammate through the revive flight. They're actually rotating back against. Interesting. I think they're going to do that because they don't have 4 players alive here. Speaking of a team that does have 4 players alive here, though, it is Holy Father's 4K main team. Or 4K overload, I guess I should call them. Camo's going to get knocked outside of the zone. Not the Ferg skin, Holy Father. Come on, man. Not the Ferg skin. The fight's still going down here. They have all 4 alive, but it looks like K9 have just lost one of their players. Let's look over and around. Yes, they do have 1 player down, but he's coming back in a revive flight, and now they need to move into the zone and get all of their health back up to full. They'll be able to use the smokes to rotate in. See that tower? It would actually be pretty good if they used that tower. And it looks like, oh, SMRS doesn't hit, but it was a close one. Oh my God, Travis, you're my glorious king right there. On Team Holy Father, able to pick off one of them with that SMRS. Magic also gets hit. He's one-shot, Father. Not going to be able to land those shots right there. Ackman's team have also been fully eliminated here, chat. Ackman's team are out early this game. This might be their worst game of all time. They've had 2 of their worst games back-to-back of all time. That just shows how tough this tournament has been for every single team involved. And it looks like Philippines are performing way better this time around than they have in the past. Ice has been spotted outside of the zone. The SRS comes through, and it looks like Tokyo has been knocked from the side here. That's going to be Risen knocking him from across the map, and the kill confirmation comes through. Magic and Ice stay alive for now, but they're not looking too good here as Chamo's coming in as well. He's only got a pistol with the Ferg skin. What a lovely skin, chat. Can we rate this skin 10 out of 10, chat? Yes, we can. That's a lovely spot there, if I'm going to be honest. A very good spot here. Chamo, you can honestly just camp in there for as long as possible. You don't need to take any of these fights, especially as Holy Father's team is in a long-range fight against Risen right now. Risen don't have too many kills here. Not too many kills at all. They don't even have any SMRSs to be able to take down this fight, and it looks like K9 get all of their players back into the action. They just need to stay alive. Takeoff is going outside of the zone here. The smokes have gone down, and it looks like he's going to go and get his loot. Holy Father's team aren't on an angle to be able to take him down, so they're good for now. Able to get back all of his loot. Risen still trying to make some plays onto K9, but they're going to be able to stay alive for a little while longer. They need to use their smokes, their cluster bombers, their smoke bombers, all that stuff to rotate into this next zone because I believe they're not in it. Whereas these other teams are in it, chat. Let's put on the music again as we get into this late game. Need to take a little sip of water as well, chat. Let me open up this fresh liquid death water. Oh my God, Hypno was able to shoot him through the smoke. He got him through the smoke on the K9. Is K9 still alive? It's only Magic down for now. So yeah, they are still alive, and they're going to go ahead and fight Holy Father's team. Travis is going to get firstly knocked, but the trades do come through. And Takeoff and Chamo still alive. Chamo using a pistol. Oh my God, he was pistol whipping them. But finally, Tokyo comes in with the trade, and they have been eliminated. A good attempt there for K9, the best team from the Latin American region, and the best team from the Americas in totality. Now, only 2 of their players left alive. It's going to be Tokyo and it's going to be Holy Father. The brothers from another mother. The dominant duo, the dangerous duo, the dynamic duo. 9 kills on the board here for Holy Father's team. This is a great display of everything they've learned going into these finals here, ladies and gentlemen. They've had a tough time in many of the past tournaments, but they are looking so much better in Game 2 of this Wildcard World Cup. Unfortunately, Tokyo's going to get taken down here. The SMRS goes in, and it's not going to be a 1v2 situation. Holy Father not able to make anything work here. He just needs to stay alive for a little while longer. Holy Father got 2 points replacement here just out of his current situation. 9 kills on the board still. He could get another here. Holy Father, make something happen here. The whole of the Philippines are rooting for you right now. Oh, he hasn't been spotted. For once in his life, Holy Father's team is blending in with the surroundings. And he's unfortunately going to die from low techs right now. We'll hop on board with him as they do have a lot of kills as well. 6 kills on the board. Cluster Strike does come in. They're going to actually rotate into another team here. It's going to be Insolence. It's going to be Icons. They're eliminated. See ya later. Icons winning one of our most recent events here. They're going to be taken out, however, for now. You can see a couple of players up and above that hill there. It's going to be Inner Legendary, and it's also going to be Secret's team. Secret's team still alive here. 2 of their players are up. They don't have a lot of kills, though. The wild cards do get dropped as well. Shots are going to come in on to Rusty. He's going to get eliminated, and now it's all down to Ron to make something work, just like how Secret did in the past. Defender goes down. He's going to go right through. Go on the roof if he makes this. No! go! Hit out of the sky. The accuracy is too good from Low Tech's team. And they're able to take him down mid-air off of that snowboard. 9 kills on the board here for Team Low Tech's, able to land some shots on the inner legendary as well. Opting to move over on the left side of the zone this time instead. This is actually definitely better to rotate. Risen's still alive as well. Zaki actually dies outside of the zone. I think that Risen are going to win this game as well, chat. Oh my god, are they going to win? 9 kills on the board with a win would get them a lot of points here, chat. They're going to pick off more kills here towards the end as well. They've spotted Zeus behind that rock, and it looks like A1 have split up here. Very bad decision-making from Low Tech's team. I feel like whoever's the captain and the IGL of the team did not make a solid call, and they're unfortunately going to die quite early on there. I thought they were going to make it through to the end game, and now it's Inner versus Risen. The two best teams from the Middle East fight it out in a final situation for game number 2. Matador is gonna be going up against the main man of all boys, Rebar, the team captain. I'm sure he's watching from the distance here, hoping and praying that his team is able to take down Risen. All 4 players from both teams still alive for now, chat. Still alive and at him. 11 kills from Risen, still up and at him. How many kills to Inner have? 24! Oh my god, chat! 24? Ain't no way, chat. 24 kills is outrageous, my little broskies. The play is coming in from the left-hand side. Oh, dearie me. RMS is actually taking a retaliation play here. ICANN trying to make something happen, and they're able to split push Inner and take them down. I was a little bit unfocused there due to my Google Chrome not working, chat. I'll have to use a different browser for whatever reason. It's tripping up here, and I can't play my music at the proper time. Didn't see anything sus that game, but I mean, that Hawkeye play last game, that was something, chat. A lot of kills coming through from Risen there towards the end. They're able to get another win here with 15 kills. That's going to be a 25-point performance. 25-point performance, not too bad from them this game again. That's going to be game 2 done. We've got 5 more games left, chat. But I think really in our hearts, Inner Legendary performed the best there as they got 25 kills in a second place position. It's going to get them 32 total points for that game, chat. 32 total points for that game is going to be a phenomenal performance, if you do ask me, chat. As we go down, it looks like there is a lot of kills going in the way of 2 different teams, and then they're kind of split quite evenly throughout the rest of the games, chat. The rest of the games are fairly even. I might have to use Microsoft Edge here to play this music, chat. Not gonna lie. Google Chrome does not want to help me out here whatsoever. They're being goofballs, aren't they, chat? But let's open up the rankings so that you can see where your favorite teams actually ended up. There you go, chat. You'll be able to see them right there. My little scrumdiddlyumptiouses. Chat, there were no cheaters. I know that a lot of the teams from the Philippines want to see these guys go down, but they just weren't suspicious at all that game. Not one bit. If you're new to the stream, I'm going to call out a couple of notable teams for you to keep watching. If you're from Asia, the team that you're going to want to watch is going to be 4K Holy Father's team. We've got Akaz's team in there. We've got Super Jeff's team in there as well. They're your top 3 that you're going to want to watch. But don't let that distract you from Secret's team, as Secret's team are also very formidable opponents. I'm signing in to my YouTube channel, chat, on a different browser so that I can play music, because for whatever reason, Google Chrome doesn't like me doing it. Yeah, there's no cheaters thus far, chat. It was just a Hawkeye perk. Madman, thanks for the 50 live gifted members. There we go, broski. Love to see it. Everyone over on YouTube seems to be Iran supporters. Shout out to the Middle East, chat. Shout out to the Middle East right now, my chatting tons. And then over on TikTok, we've got Philippines and Africa as the regions that are the most talkative inside of the chat. You're more than welcome to spam your country's flag if you want to do so, chat. If you feel the need to spam your country's flag, you're more than welcome to do it. Right now, chat, I know that on YouTube it is being spammed currently. We're getting the scores updated for you guys. I'm using a different browser. Let's see if it doesn't buffer like Google Chrome did in the past. I'm using Microsoft Edge now. It seems like Google Chrome is kind of losing their way, if you ask me, my little scrumdiddlyumptiouses. My little Pookie Bears. Oh yeah, now we're talking. We get the music back, chat, for the remaining 5 games. This song will forever remind me of getting #1 in the leaderboards 5 years later, chat. The only one to do it in 2 different decades. The 2010s and the 2020s. I'm about to do it in 3 different decades when we hit 2030. Then I'll definitely be an unk. Let me go down the leaderboard here for you guys, chat. As you can see, this is where all of your favorite teams played. If you're looking for teams to watch in Latin America, K9, #1 option. If you're looking for teams to watch in Europe, Ackman, Slayers, Low Texas team, top 3 options. Of course, we've got Africa teams in here as well. We got Malay's team. I would say they're definitely a team you want to keep a lookout for. We watched them a little bit in game number 2 right there. They did decent. Unfortunately, they got third-party by Redmond, which is a team from Italy in Europe. I actually visited Italy last year, chat. It was phenomenal. Everywhere I seem to visit, chat, is always so great. But definitely the #1 on my list of places to visit right now is actually the Philippines. I just don't know. If I go to the Philippines, I want to do something, chat. I want to do something if I go there. All right, we're ready for game number 3. I'm getting the updated scores right now, chat, for you guys. If you see below my face cam on YouTube and at the bottom of the screen on TikTok and stuff, there is a scoreboard after game number 1. We just finished game number 2, though. We just finished game number 2. It'll be exciting to see what happens in game number 3 as we wait for these scores to be added up, my little scrumdiddlyumptiouses. Bro, Mello, you need to stop tagging me while I'm hosting an event, bruv. This goofball, my little scrumdiddlyumptious. Holy, oh, wow. Chat. We actually, hold on, pause the music a second here, chat, because we got the updated scoreboards already. They didn't even bother telling me where people were at. We got the updated scoreboards instantly this time around, chat. The team was working hard today. Let's go. Let me go ahead and update it over on TikTok as well. As you can see, there's a little bit of a lead forming here by one particular team. It's going to be Team Risen Gaming. That's the team that are griefing Ackman over there. Thank you for the balloon, BMG Guts. I appreciate it. All of your guys' donations, whether it's gifts on TikToks, subs, donations on YouTube, members, they all go to hosting these events behind the scenes, whether it's through prize pool, creator rewards, or even the graphics that you see on your screen right now. Either way, chat, though. 17-point lead. 21-point lead to sit to 3rd place. We might have a new king, chat. And it might be from a brand new region. Ladies and gentlemen, hold up. Pause the music. Pause the music. Listen. Listen, chat. Nah, I don't want that one either. Give me something. Give me something a little bit more. Yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this. Listen, chat. In the past, they were disregarded. Nobody wanted them in any tournaments. Until one man stood up, and he invited them all in. The Middle Easterns are more than welcome in my events, chat. And Risen Gaming are proving exactly why! First place! 56 points! And you know what team's right behind him? Another Middle Eastern team! It's Inner Legendary! 39 points! Listen, chat. I swear to God, if they win this tournament, there's gonna be different rankings for regions. There needs to be. Maybe Middle East needs their own region instead of being paired in with Europe. Because previously, Europe was the best region. By far. I know I'm from Europe and you might say I'm biased. But in these tournaments, they were by far. I would say this. If there was a LAN event, I think Philippines might be the best region and Asia. But since it's online, until COD Mobile gives us that LAN event, we gotta judge by online. But I mean, Middle East, Europe, Middle East, Europe, Middle East, Europe. It's neck and neck, chat. It's neck and neck. And judging by these score lines, I think the Middle East might be a little bit ahead. Unbelievable. Either way, let's get into the game, chat. This is game number 3. We'll hop on board with Ackman's team. We haven't seen these guys do too well today. Like I said before, chat, I've said it once, I've said it twice. Now it's time to hear it thrice. Ackman's team land ski time. Risen's main tactic is to stop Ackman's team from getting all of the loot that they're used to getting inside of Dormitory. Somehow, even when they lost 2 players early game, last game against Ackman, they still won it. They still clutched up. They still sat at the tippity top of the mountain looking at everyone beneath them and won that goddamn game. I don't know how they did it, but they goddamn well did it. Let's hop on to a different team now. Those who see some fights are happening here. Oh dear. I believe this is top 1. They've lost 2 of their players early on. That's not looking good for them. What about K9? Are they up to anything? The best team from Latin America? Anyone? Nobody? What about my glorious king, the Bam Bang brother? He thinks he can get away from me, chat. Look at him. Look at him running away. He knows he wants that video, chat. He knows he wants it. Yeah, that's right. Slow down, Holy Father. Don't go too fast. You know what I'm saying, chat? Don't go too... You see, the comment section thought I didn't know what it was, chat. I know what it is. I looked it up. Make it happen. Chat, it's a mukbang, right? Shout out Holy Father, bro. But let's look at a team that have won an event in the past, but are struggling today. It's Icons. They did so well when we were playing on the Blackout map, but they just haven't had it today. Just haven't had it whatsoever. I expect more from yous. Especially the French expect more from you. Being the #1 French team. They're not up to much here. They're trying to rotate away. It looks like there's multiple different teams here, chat. Ivy from the Philippines are over there. Are they going to go into a fight? They are. Oh my god, they're being taken down again, chat. We might be able to see a massacre here unfold as Ivy are taking down one of their players. And it looks like they're rushing in on the main stage, chat. They're going for it. They are going for it. SMRS in hand. The Philippines definitely know how to use the SMRS more than any other region. They spam this thing to the ground, chat. If I was playing against them, I would be extremely annoyed. But you know what we're not doing? We're not banning it. Because it's funny to watch. Unfortunately, Kurhana is going to get knocked here. This is going to be a tough fight for either team to win. As we'll go up on top and see what they're doing up at the tippity top. Starlight's rotated around. Looks like the movement's coming in here from Insolence. Jumps down for the rift to go into the second floor. Haj gets eliminated, and now the Africans are coming in. They want a piece of this pie, chat. They want to see what's going on over at Downtown. Slick goes straight on through. Able to get a 2-piece off the batting ton. Oh my god. He lives with his name in his heart, chat. A slick play from the main man from Sin. As they're coming in, getting that third party, and Ivy is almost completely eliminated, but it looks like Lick is getting shot from behind here. Yama from Icons might be able to make a play. Not gonna happen. As Lick is rotating out of that situation entirely. The third party coming through there really helps Sin on the scoreboard, but it helps Icon stay alive for a little while longer, and it looks like Sin Slick is getting out of there. Whereas Chapo... Is that a 4v1? Oh no, Chapo! There was nothing he could do, bro. All I seen were bullets coming from above, and bro could do absolutely nothing. Icon stay alive to fight another day with all 4 of their players up. Lick's trying to think about how he's going to get back these tags in Downtown, and it's looking pretty unlikely, buddy. You got 2 of the best teams from their own regions watching over your teammates' tags. Oh, misdirection. Perfect class ability, but not going to happen. Unfortunately, Yuma takes him down, and Ivy is going to be eliminated from game number 3. See you later, alligator. Mother of Scrumdiddlyumptious. Reaper still wants to get back Chapo into the game. It says right now in the spectator client that he cannot be picked up, but I know for a fact that Revive Flight card is just sitting there waiting. And it seems like Reaper wants a bit of that action. Oh, they're gonna get away. Will he have a free ride? Oh dear. Oh dear, Ali's walked in. No, they've lost another teammate. He provided a distraction, but for how long? Does he have enough time to go and get the tag? Reaper! Slick! What are you gonna do? Do something! Oh, Slick's coming in. Yet again. The name means so much when it is used by a player such as himself. They're going in. They're going to get the tag. They'll also be able to get back Holy Father, as it looks like icons are rotating into the zone. Let's pull up the map and see where it's at. Holy Father's team still also alive. Oh, no kills, though. No kills, chat. Holy Father's team. They are 9th in the leaderboard so far. They're up there. But no kills this game. Remember, they're landing over at Sanitarium sometimes. They haven't been up to much in this game, though. Inner Legendary, also only 2 kills on the board. You know what we need to give? We need to give Risen a little bit more screen time, chat. I need to see what is happening. Look at them, chat. Oh my god, bruh. Low-key, they got aura. Yo, low-key, chat. If I had my music up a little bit louder, hold on. Oh my god. Bro's got John McKeon on as well. Low-key might be broken on an ult. Imagine. Oh, are they fighting? Nah, they're just chilling on their snowboards, chat. We'll hop onto Redmond since they're the most consistent team of anyone in the tournament. I say the most consistent. Technically, Akman's team are the most consistent, but let's say the most consistent non-winning team. They've never won. They've always placed really high in these events. Nobody's in any fights right now, chat. It looks like everyone's playing a little bit more passive. They want to go for those placements instead of fast engagements. Speaking of other teams that are really good, we haven't seen Super Jeff perform well at all. In fact, they're not even on the leaderboard right now, chat. That's not good. Super Jeff's team aren't on the tippity top of the mountain here. As you can see, they're only freaking halfway up. Holy. Mods! Ban me! Ban me! Literally showed a mountain. The clip himself. Chat, I joined the room first. I had to come first in something, chat. I was the first in the room today for these customs. Let's hop on and see who's beside them. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not gonna happen. They're gonna stay alive for another day. Yep, they don't need to worry about anything, but it looks like, you know who does need to worry? COD Ninja's team is they're in a fight here. He goes down. Oh, dearie me. COD Ninja full eliminated from Necro. That's not good. Slayer's team have been performing very bad today as well. It looks like EU's dominance has finally weaned off in the Battle Royale scene. After a year of tournaments, Europe are no longer the best region inside of these games. And Slayer's team are one of the fallen soldiers so far in this competition. Unless they were able to make some sort of a comeback in these last remaining games. It looked like shots are going down here. Loading's going to be able to pick up one onto EXO. Drags, not known for their supremacy in their region. They had a couple of lucky games, I would say, in their regional final. And they got through into the grand finals, being the WILDCARD World Cup, which we're watching here today. But it's not looking too good for them inside of these games. We'll hop on board with another team now. Let's see who is in the action. Malay, what are you up to? You're meant to be representing Africa. I thought Africa were underrated, Malay. Oh, it looks like a raid's gonna happen here, and the rating's not gonna go in the way of Malay. As he falls off, he doesn't want to take that fight. He's got the Odin in hand with the PPSH as his secondary weapon. Now rotating over on the right-hand side. I know Stalker's one of the best players from the Africa continent. Another player's up above them on the high ground. We've got DNA up there. Malay's going in for the push. Nana Yaz also going in for the push. Malay's able to take down one on the King and Knee. It's a freaking incest fight, chat. It's Africa versus Africa. I'm not sure about this. You guys gotta get out of there. Help each other out. You shouldn't be destroying each other on the main stage. It looks like that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna leave King Knee's team. They're gonna rotate into the zone, and they're gonna go on and live to fight another day. My little scrumdiddlyumptiouses, eh? Oh, who do I see in the kill feed? The best Latin American team in the kill feed? Who were they fighting? That's the question. Did they wipe them already? Am I too late? Hold on a second. Pause it. Hell nah. Am I too late? You know what I'm not too late for, though? Senior J being the last alive in his team. What the heck happened here? Agman. What is going on? He's got very little health left. He needs to get into the zone. Who is down there? Who has been wiping this team? Look at them. This team is wiping Ackman's team? In 2025? That is something I thought I would never see, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you. But these guys have been getting a lot better than what they were in the past. And that's for sure. Balls, what are you up to? Oh, snipes are going down. They're a little bit further away, though. Are they gonna land it? They're landing shots from this distance? Who's got the sniper? No, I want to see a shot be landed here. Is it going to come through? It's not looking likely, but I tell you what is looking likely. Loading getting even more kills. I see him in that kill feed. Finally, Slayer's team are up to something. It's taken them a while. 9 kills on the board here. They're fighting against top 1, I believe. This is another team from the same region, Europe and Middle East. Fighting it out, the shots go down. Oh dear, Gugu has been spotted. Gugu Gaga acting like a baby retreating from that fight, buddy. Holy, I know you want to take that action, Gugu. Giggity, 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 giggity. Oh. We're gonna stay alive for now. Don't need to worry about a thing. They're in the zone. This zone's very, very small for 67 players, chat, if I do say so myself. He always thinks he can get away from me, chat. He thinks he can hide from the OG king. Alright, I know you're next up. I know you're here and now, Holy Father. But respect to your elders, buddy. Let's record that video. You know what I'm saying? Don't you hide from me. Don't you hide from me. Looking over towards Slayer's team. They know that they're inside of this nuclear plant area. No team wants to die early, so they're not going to take either fight. Top 1 has actually rotated back to where Slayer's team died in the regionals. If you weren't watching the Europe and Middle Eastern regionals, Slayer's team got freaking cluster bombed out of this house. And it looks like it's happening again, but with a different team this time. But don't let that distract you from what's happening over here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dearie me. Holy Father's team. I gave them an eye. They could have just came and been part of the video, but it looks like they're being targeted. And the exact same thing that happened in the regional is happening in the global finals. Cluster bombs are going in and around that house. And Tokyo's in a tricky situation here as Razox. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Stay alive, Tokyo, please, for a little bit longer, please. He's got all 3 tags. He's got all 3 of them. Ah! See you later, Holy Father. They die early on this one. I'm not sure if they'll still be in the top 10, but it looks like a fight's being taken place here between Panchitos Team X and, of course, top 1. Still over by the nuclear plant right now. They're pushing outside of the zone here. Kust has the ultimate high ground, but is he only halfway up? That's the question. Is he at the tippity top of the mountain, chat? Does he have the skill needed, like we've seen from Holy Father with the SMRS in the past? Can you hit the SMRS? It looks like he's not even going for it. I feel like he could have done it, but Pingola is going for a little bit more of an aggressive play here. Tryhard's the last alive for his team, and that's going to be probably all she wrote. Pingola rotating over on that right-hand side, opting to go for a very aggressive push here. Tryhard just beside him. Gugu has the high ground, though. Pingolo's making a ton of noise here, probably scaring Tryhard. Gugu goes down. Outlaw hidden from behind. Tryhard's gonna die here. There's no way he gets out of this situation. Tries to make an aggressive play. He's gonna die. That team's been eliminated. Now there's only 16 teams left. Outlaw's getting shot by an SMRS, and I bet you I know who that fucking is. Yeah, Kust. I know you had it in you. You gotta land more of those. Outlaw, luckily, doesn't get full kill, but he has been knocked here, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Pope's going in for a revive. Smoke bomber or a temporary normal smoke goes down right there. X team trying to make something work here. They do have all 4 of their players left alive, and it looks like they're getting pushed outside of the zone. Daddy's gonna get shot from the side here. It's gonna be Pope. He doesn't see him. He's gonna rotate in instead. Who are they fighting? I don't even see it. All I know that's Pope's there. They've killed the other player instead. Let's hop on over to the other side of the zone, though, with the Kaza. Bro's in the complete opposite side of the map. He's the last alive for his team, and he's just trying to stay alive. I would honestly hop inside of that. Whoa, what an SMRS across the map there from Soy Topo and loading. I would hop in one of those boats and just try and stay alive for as long as possible. But let's hop on over to King Rap. He's gonna fall early again. Chat, I think the dynasty has crumbled. I think the split between Lotex, Ackman, and Slayer have made all 3 of the teams weaker, meaning that there's no dominant European team anymore. However, Low Texas team's still alive here. They've only lost one of their players. They're looking for frags on to the other side of this river. Shots go down, able to land one. Oh my god, 2 shots, not able to land the third, no. That's why the DLQ is not the best sniper inside of Battle Royale anymore. You want to use an HDR for sure. He should have the concussion mag on this. What wildcard is he using? Quick recover, technique, and predation. Oh, he spotted Soy Topo. Not able to land a shot onto him. Humpty's been spotted as well. Does Humpty Dumpty sat in a wall? Is Humpty Dumpty gonna have a great fall? Or is he gonna get the kill on the Low Tex? It's looking like the kill might come through here. Luckily gets away for now. They're still all alive, but How has risen, made it this far again. There's a chance that they might win this game. There's only 7 teams left. They don't have a rotation in the zone, which is gonna really hurt them here, but if they have a Smoke Bomber player alive... Oh yeah, they do. Hypno's still up. They have a rotation. Do they have snowboards? Bull Balls does have a snowboard. He's going to rotate in along with RMS. Hypno doesn't have a snowboard, but they're going to get the rotation into the next zone. Slayer's trying to stay alive here right in front of them, but I think he's going to die pretty early on here with this final zone. Using a snowboard as well. Just trying to stay up for a little while longer. 13 kills in the board is a lot of kills here, chat. That's a good amount of kills, but they're going to die in 6th place. Only get 2 points for placement. Now we'll go on to Risen. We haven't seen them in late game situations so far. I think they're going to die here. It's a really tough situation for them to actually win this. Oh my god, it's my Glorious Kings. They're still alive. Did I see them? No, they died just as I was going to watch them. No, I wanted to watch Super Jeff. They were taken out. Tom Pitts and Nasty end up going down here at the end of the game just before I watched them. Now it's down to the final teams. We've only got 4 teams left. Risen, they're going to fall on the main stage here. Able to take down one. Oh my god, great play here from that defender, but it's not going to be enough. As finally a Latin America team makes it to the end game. But can Low Texas team come together and win it from the Europe region? We haven't seen anything from them so far, and that's not going to be the case, as Latin America are absolutely dominating everyone. They've got the best spot in the zone. They've got all 4 players up, ready to go. Team number 8 here. There is another Latin America team left alive here, and it's going to be the Battle of Latam. The Battle of the Americas. Shots go down. It looks like Humpty's positioning in very slowly. Oh, they have no cover anymore, and I think that's going to be all she wrote. I really think that team number 8 is going to seal the deal here, and they're going to be your first winner from a different region. They're able to tank it with quite a lot of kills, might I add. Not a bad performance here from them. Team number 8, known as Arc Glorious, a team we didn't know before the regional finals. They made it through the region. They're playing in the Wildcard World Cup, and they take home game number 3. The first team outside of the Middle East to win a game, chat. Game number 3 has been complete. Soy Chopo, 18 kills. Looking scrumptious. They also eliminated Ackman's team earlier in the game. 28 total points for that team right there, chat. So they're looking real good after that game. They haven't been having too great of a performance so far. In fact, they weren't even on the leaderboard before that match, but after it, they'll definitely be on it. You can see another Latin American team finishing in 2nd place right there. That's team number 10, otherwise known as Team X. That's got Kust, Daddy, Panchito, and Pingolo on it. Unfortunately, Low Texas team, like I said before, the EU Super Team, the dynasty that we knew and loved, collapsed before our eyes. Ackman's team no longer together. Low Tech, Slayer, Ackman, different teams. And now it seems like it's the rise of a new dawn, a new age, a new region to take the top of our scoreboards for our events. And that goddamn region is none other than the Middle East. They're still going to be on top of that leaderboard. Risen's still going to be number 1, chat. They still had a great game. They may have died early, but they still finished 4th. Their worst game is a 4th place, 7 kill finish. EU should have never disbanded the super team, chat. That's what happens though. If you had players like Ronaldo, Messi, and Neymar all in the same team, the players would get bored from winning too much. And unfortunately, that's exactly what has happened. The team was disbanded. And now they're weaker than what that one full roster was before. Disappointed in my own region, chat. As we look down the scoreboard, you can see Africa finishing in 7th place. Not too bad. Super Jeff make themselves known here with a 5th place, but only 4 kill finish. Icons finished in 9th, but they got a lot of kills right there. And as we go down these leaderboards, you're going to see disappointing performances from many different teams, chat. Many different teams just not able to hang right now, unfortunately. Inner Legendary, also a bad performance from them, unfortunately. 5 kills, only 5 points. No placement points added, chat. No placement points added whatsoever. Exa, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Azil said, Ferg, I am a big fan with the donation. Thank you very much as we look down this leaderboard. K9 dying early, chat. I feel like Latin America had a better team come out of the K9 side when Bardax was on the roster. Pause the damn music. And I know there might be some beef here between Bardax and Magic. I know there's some stuff going around in the Latin American scene. Listen, chat. See, when there's beef in any region, I'm the first to know. Because everyone telltales on everyone else. And they'll say, this person did that, this person did this. But listen, K9, I think it's time. Settle the differences. Bring Bardax back into the roster. Push aside one of your players. Put him in the sub. Put him in the bench. And bring K9 unit back to their former glory, chat. I say K9 unit because when K9 were together with that team, they were a unit. Not anymore. They're just K9 Esports. No longer the unit that we once knew. And I guess all of these separate teams disbanding and making new rosters has really led rise to what is the Middle East. Because they've stuck with the same teams. All this time. Yeah, they've stuck with the same teams. As for now, however, I'm going to go ahead and get this scoreboard updated for you guys. And as you'll see, the team at the tippity top of the mountain, they're still there. And this time, they have an even longer lead. TikTok, you're getting updated first. 67 points coming in from Risen after 3 games. We're going into game number 4 here, ladies and gentlemen. And as you look through the scoreboard, I'm going to take a little sip of a brand I wish I was sponsored by, but I'm not. Monster, hit me up. Speaking of sponsors, chat, shout out to the greatest game of all time. The game that gave us the wild cards. The game that allowed me to host the WildCard World Cup. The game that brought the entire community together when the other COD Mobiles couldn't do it. It's Call of Duty Mobile Global. Thank you very much for partnering with us for this event. Absolutely love you. If you're on YouTube, you can download the game at the top of the description down below. And if you're on TikTok, WCODM. Absolutely love them. Thank you so much for making my life 10 times better than what it was before the game released back in 2019. I can't even imagine what I would be doing with my life right now if it wasn't for Call of Duty Mobile. Game number 4, ladies and gentlemen, is underway. We can see Risen has decided to land here in Dormitory again, cutting off the rotation plays from Ackman's team, and it has worked greatly so far. I feel for Ackman's team. I really do, chat, but unfortunately they disbanded that super team, which I was shocked about, chat. See, when they sent in their teams, I couldn't believe that Senior J, Ackman, Slayer, and Lotex split up. But they did. And they're no longer teaming with each other. There's no bad blood there. They're just not teaming. They thought, you know what? I want people to see how good I am with a different team. Ackman's team low-key proved it. They low-key proved it in the regional. But in a global event, they're yet to prove it. You can see the scoreboards updated on your chat screen. 67 points there from Risen. A1 are still up here. Lotex's team so far out of the Super's team disband and collapse. Lotex's team is Team A1 are actually second here. First EU team. Then we got Inner Legendary just behind them in 3rd place. Right behind those guys, we've got Arc Glorious in at 4th place. And finally, the Philippines making their stand with Secret at 5th place. 35 points. As you go down the leaderboards, you can see X team, they had a phenomenal game last time, but unfortunately only 6th place, not able to make any money so far. Team Ackman still in the top 10, so they're not having a bad day in comparison to everyone else. It's just a bad day for Ackman. You know, we expect so much from this team, we expect so much from that name, and they're not living up to the hype right now. Icon's a little bit lackluster as well, along with top 1. And ARMK actually means AMK right there, but they're in 10th, unfortunately, as well. So all 3 of the teams that disbanded from that super team are still in the top 10, but they're not dominating at the #1 spot like we're used to seeing them, chat. Who knows, though? We've still got this game and 3 more games after this to see if they can dominate them. For sure. We're streaming this on TikTok and 2 different YouTube streams. If you're watching it right now, make sure to subscribe and follow if you haven't already. I'd be greatly appreciated. We're about to hit about 1.9 million followers on TikTok, so if you want to hit that follow button, make sure to do so. And we're about 170,000 followers away from 1 million subscribers on YouTube on the live channel. But let's be honest, we're streaming on the Ferg channel right now, and we're like 800,000 away from 5 mil, so we're not even close. But I tell you who is close to going up the leaderboards. Slayer. And I see him in a fight right now. 3 kills on the board here straight off the bat. They're fighting against Ivy once more. They've spotted Licked. Ivy really haven't been up to much today. Shots are going to go down, and that's going to be the team eliminated entirely. I would say Ivy out of the qualification teams have been the worst so far in their regional. They barely scraped through in their qualifiers, and it looks like there's a reason for that, chat. Tokyo, the last alive on his team as well, chat. Not looking too good either. We'll turn the music down a little bit here as we're going into the start of this game. 83 people are all that's left at the start of this game #4, which isn't too good. Isn't too good at all. We're going to go ahead and actually fix that AMK misspell. We'll hop on board with Akaza's team. We love Akaza. And we love this team. They're not up to much either. I don't think they're near any other roster so far, chat. Not near any other team. Let's see what Immortals Esports are doing. If they've landed New Vision City, we know the Icons love to land New Vision City. Again, not landing by the snowboards, but landing in a place that gets you a lot of loot. There you go. AMK's typo has been fixed, chat. You're good to go. They're getting their teammates back through the revive flight. Rinka comes back, but there's only 2 of them alive here for now, and that's not going to be too good. They're going to need to get all 4 of their players up and at him. Hopping on over to Risen. They're your current leaders right now. They're rotating away from Ackman's team. They don't want to take that fight, and now since they're in the lead, they have no reason to take the fight. No reason at all to take the fight, chat. Absolutely, you're more than welcome to watch on any of the streams. Crash site has been looted from Lotex. It seems like this is where they've been landing all of today. And it looks like they have actually got the zone this time around with a couple of teams over by Ecology Lab. I'm not sure who's down there right now, but I'm going to take a little look and see if it's endgame. It is endgame Vitality. Thought about it as much. They've been here before and they're here again, but they're fighting against one of the best teams from the Africa region. It's going to be Shibo. They Shibo are in a fight right here, and it looks like they're actually winning that fight as Pavas might get knocked. Yes, he does. See ya later, alligator. Staying alive for a little while longer. 3 kills coming in the hands of Shibo from Africa. Vitality having a pretty rough day here. They did good in the qualifiers of the sudden death yesterday, but they've not been doing well today at all. Sometimes you just have a good tear and a good streak, and the next day you could come in and play terribly. That's just the way of the world when it comes to Battle Royale. Let's see what Loading's up to, though. Him and Slayer. They've spotted a team here. This is top 1. Oh, dearie me. This could be a full team wipe going in the hands of Slayer. This would really help them out here. 5 kills on the board already. Are you going to jump down? You know you've killed a couple of the players. You know a couple of the players are down already. They're going to go for it. Oh my god. Wow. That was good movement there. I'm not going to lie. Trix is up on the tippity top. SMRS goes down out with the land of shot onto him, but gets a couple of hits with the AK-117. The push is coming through. Nagdeep, Necro, and Slayer all going on top. Slayer has been eliminated. The trade comes in, however, Trix is going to go down, and there only is 1 more player here from top 1, chat. Looking good this game. They're definitely the top fraggers out of any team so far in game #4. Fingers crossed we can see a little bit more from Ackman, though. As they've spotted COD Ninja over on the side, the SMRS gets used, but not going to be enough right here. King Raph able to land a couple of shots. Ackman puts his spotter down as well. Shots go in, COD Ninja. There it is. Ackman spotter, like I said, the best spotter user in the entire world, able to pick off COD Ninja. Now with 4 kills in this early game, they're hoping to do a little bit more going into the mid and late game. Hopping over to the best European team so far in the competition, we've got Team Lotex. It's going to be A1. They've spotted a team over and around them. Oh my god, Zulus with the sniper across the map onto King Nee. This is Africa versus the European region. It's always up for debate which region is better out of the two, but I think we know which one it is. As King Nee and COD God do get eliminated, and now Potter's the last alive. Zulus isn't going for the kill, surprisingly. He's gonna let him stay alive there instead of dropping on him. Snipes coming out from that helicopter, not able to do much, but we'll hop on board with Immortal Esports here as they're still over by the New Vision City. I believe the icons have rotated out of this situation entirely, and it seems like Secret is fighting. Oh my god, Ackman's team. Slash gets knocked. Claude is one shot here. They need to take down Claude if they want to stand a chance of eliminating this team. They need to take down Claude. They don't go for him. Claude's going to stay alive. That's going to be detrimental to their health. They're going to be able to get third-partied here easily from another opposing roster. Claude does get knocked, though. There we go. The third party comes in. COD Ninja able to take him down. See you later, Alligator. King Raph last alive in his team from Ackman. He needs to stay alive for a little while longer here. This isn't a good situation for him to be in. A very bad situation if you do ask me, but it looks like the best team in the competition just killed Holy Father. Ken, a Bull Boss, Hypno, and RMS. Able to take down the Padre himself. They've only got one player left alive on the team, and he's very far away from those tags. In fact, he's at the complete opposite side of the hill. As you can see, the tags are up at the tippity top of the mountain. Not looking good at all. Secret makes his way back, but I think he might go into COD Ninja here. This might end up coming back to haunt him, but it looks like King Raph is shooting on the COD Ninja, able to get the kill, but unfortunately he does get traded with, and the kill comes through. That leaves the captain. Ackman, last alive for his team. Commonly referred to as the best captain inside of Battle Royale esports for the 2024-2025 season. Nobody's going to be telling him what to do. He's the guy with the in-game knowledge. The guy with the strategies. The guy with the plays that has won him so many tournaments in the past. And he needs to get those Revive Flight cards back. But it looks like COD Ninja's trying to find out where he's at. He's going to rotate right past him. Ackman has a car here to use to get back his teammates' tags. He's going to be able to do it, I think. While he does that, let's hop on board with Lotex's team. And it seems like they've spotted a team really far away from them. But the team that's actually in a fight here is Slayers. And they've been eliminated early. That is disastrous. Absolutely terrible. Risen, though, the #1 team, still alive. 7 kills on the board. All 4 are up and at them. We open up this map here. They've got nothing to worry about. There's a helicopter down here as well. Nobody's even close to the helicopter either. They're in the next zone and they are chilling. However, Tokyo, where are you situated at? You've got a couple of your teammates back. Holy Father's still not back, though. You need to get back the Padre. The main man himself. Secret got all his teammates back, so we're seeing a lot of plays with a lot of teammates getting back their entire rosters. Holy Father should come back, and Ackman should be able to get his last couple of teammates back here as we're going into the late game. 73 teams. You ready for this map, chat? You ready for this map? Hold on. Let me time this map with a little song right here. We got 72 people alive in this zone. If I was any team in this, I would be taking where the Jackal spawns, chat. Center zone, ultimate high ground, places to rotate from. Use your snowboard to your advantage. Take that Jackal spawn point. You don't need to worry about anyone else jackaling you down because, of course, they're banned, chat. Up on board with another team here, however. I see Risen are in a little bit of a fight. Oh, dearie me. Cam was able to take down one of their teammates, and it's now a 2v1. Camo gets knocked. There is one more player for K9, but he's so far away that it doesn't even really matter. It's going to be Magic. Bad team coordination right there. Holy Father comes in and instantly gets a kill. That's my goat there from the Philippines. Needs to stay alive for a little bit longer. Stay in the competition here, Holy Father. I want to see you back on that leaderboard, broski. Fire Travis unfortunately dies to a nade, but he should be able to get revived. Yeah, I think he might be able to get revived here. The zone's not hitting for too much damage so far. It's only hitting for 1 a tick. You don't need to worry about a lot, but unfortunately, Holy Father's going to die to a nade. It's going to be a cluster as well. They're collapsing on the main stage one more time, chat. Tokyo's still staying alive for now, but he's getting shot at from behind. Tokyo trying to make something work here, not able to do anything. I don't even know what his situation is here. He's getting to the zone. Can he make it? Oh my god, he makes it into the zone for now. Please stay alive, Tokyo. Let's go. They could hold these guys off now. Going up to the high ground, Tokyo trying to make something play. Reload your gun, please. Please reload your MG42. He's going for it. He doesn't know where that last guy is. Still hasn't reloaded his MG42. This is ridiculous. No, reload your freaking gun. Oh, please. I think he's... Oh, my... Tokyo. You could have killed him. You had the chance. You goofball. There's another 4K player in a fight, though. And it seems like Super Jeff's team haven't been up to much here. But the other 4K team have. As they're in a fight against Low-Tech's roster. Don't let that distract you from the fact, though, that Captain Ackman has been eliminated, and it's gonna be Super Jeff finally doing something. X team right above them on this hill. Nashty might go for the play here with the car. He's looking for him. He knows that Kust is around here. He's gonna be completely surrounded by this entirety of the team of Super Jeff. Over on the hill, trying to make something work. Kust has spotted Super Jeff. I don't think Super Jeff's seen him, though. Kust, last alive in his team, I think. See ya later, alligator. He gets his teammates back through the revive flight. And Golo's backing in. There he is on the hover bike. But unfortunately, I think that's going to be all she wrote. Senior J also trying to make something work. He's going to get knocked, unfortunately, from Super Jeff. King Raph rotates into the zone, and it looks like they're not going to be able to get back their captain or Senior J, the best Slayer on their team. Looking like another bad game from Ackman's team here, chat. 13 kills, however, on the board from Risen. Every single team wants these guys to die early. They want them. There's still 18 teams left in this zone, chat. And it's collapsing. 18 teams still alive. A lot of people are dying outside of the zone now because they have nowhere else to go. They want to give the kills over onto the other teams. We'll hop on board with IE Esports as they're camping on top of the freaking tower. Oh, no. He was able to take down him. Oh, dear Potter. That's not looking too good for you. See you later, alligator. SMRS kills him. See ya later. Inner Legendary still alive with all 4 of their players left up. They've only got 1 kill this game, though. Slash trying to make it into the zone, but it looks like he's going to run straight into Holy Father along with Inner Ashery. Slash has been spotted. Shots go down onto him. He has been spotted and along with his teammates here. So it's not just him that may die, as he's been knocked already. I think his teammates are going to rotate around from the other side. Holy Father still have a lot of teammates alive, but they still is 17 teams. Look at this! 17 teams in this circle? Oh my god. SMRS in hand, not able to make anything happen here. Holy Father only has 2 more shots after this reserve. Still not able to land any of them. Coming down to his final shot here. He's reloaded it. Not gonna take it, I don't think. I think he should save that unless his teammates give him some SMRS ammo. We might see him in the kill feed later on in the game, but I'm not sure. Rusty gets eliminated from Dr. Stop from Inner Legendary. Tom Pitt's also still alive here. Holy Father's team, you need to stay alive. Come on. Stay up. Ackman's team get full revives in, but they're using pistols to stay alive for now. Gonna be Ackman and Senior J at the top of this turbine. Their other teammates are rotating around the side. They've got a bird's eye view that can give callouts of where everyone is at. The next zone is not on them, but they will be able to get a rotate off that turbine and possibly get some loot off some dead bodies that their teammates killed from below. The zone's going to rotate in 22 seconds, chat, so it is very close. Ken finally dies, but his teammate did get revived there. It's going to be Hypno. Last alive in the roster. Every single team wants this guy to die right now because they have 14 kills on the board. They don't want them to get any more placement points. Shots go down, not able to land them, unfortunately. Still last alive. Can't get any of his teammates back through a revive flight, it seems. There's no more revive flights left, but there's still 15 different teams alive. With no revive flights in, this is going to be disastrous for him. He might die early on here. Still going to get 14 points for the game if he doesn't get another kill. We'll hop on board, however, with Ark. They did good last game. Can they do good again this game? Only 4 kills on the board from this team as well. A disappointing performance, and it looks like a lot of teams are dying here. Holy Father's able to get a kill on the Matador. Let's hop on board with him. Oh, Holy Father does get more SMRS shots. He must have split them between his teammates here. That high ground would be really beneficial for them to take. I think if they take that high ground, they might win the game. If they can take the high ground off this team, Inner, they may be able to win this game. They're too split up, however, right now. I know Travis is watching the other way. This is going to be quite a substantial split for them to have. I don't know if they should do this. I don't know if they should split like this, chat. As, yep, Pather has died. Shouldn't have split. Should not have split. Should have stayed together. This is the better spot. You all should have rotated up there. Unfortunately, bad coordination from the 4K roster right there. They're going to throw that game. They could have won it, but they're not going to be able to do so. And it looks like Enter now has the best spot in the zone. They don't have anything to worry about unless Tokyo and the boys can do something about it. The chances are slim. Is Risen still alive? Let's look at the leaderboard and see if they're still in here. They're not. They've all been eliminated. They were able to get a solid performance here with 14 kills. No placement points for them, though, so they're going to not go too far up on that leaderboard. Low Texas team still alive, but you know what team is finally back in the action? Ackmans. For the first time in this tournament, they're making it into the end game with a lot of kills. They have been struggling today, to say the least. They haven't had a lot of practice recently. Either is Low Texas team, but Low Texas team are doing a little bit better than them. We'll hop on board. It looks like a 3v3 situation. If they decide to push them in endgame vitality, have been eliminated. See you later, alligator. You'll be seen no longer. This is a very good push here from Low Texas team. If they take this high ground, they will now have the best position in the zone. King Raph is over and around there, though. They've lost one of their players again, so now it's a 2v3 situation between Ackman and Team Low Tex. King Raph has been knocked, and that's going to be all she wrote, finishing in 8th place with a couple of kills right there. Low Texas team still the best in the European region. They're going to remain at the top 3 on the leaderboard so far. A little need going across the map. They've got a custom AK-117 in hand. Chikari is going to kill him from behind. See you later, Sleuth. He's the last alive for his team, and he's playing spoiler right now. 17 kills here for Team Low-Tex. Can he kill Chikari, though? Shooting through the smoke. He does have a smoke bomber. Get this kill, and it's going to be absolutely amazing for your team to get another placement point. There we go. Low-Tex confirms it. Oh my god, 4K somehow still alive. Like I said, if Holy Father had stayed up. Oh my god, a little bit of lag there from COD Mobile, but if Holy Father had still stayed alive right there, they might have won this game. 18 kills on the board here. Let's hop on board with Holy Father's POV. Unfortunately, Travis is going to get knocked right there, and it looks like that's going to be all she wrote from them. See you later, alligator. They fall early, 4th place with a solid amount of points. Not that many kills, but there's only going to be 3 players left from Ark, 2 players left from Low-Tex, and 2 players left from Top 1. This is the final moments of game number 4 here, ladies and gentlemen. Low-Tex is Team A1 trying to make a statement of why they're the best team in the European region. Shots are going to go down over onto Ark Glorious. It's a 3v2 situation. The third party might come in from the side here. It's looking likely. Low-Tex is going to rotate out and try and stay alive for as long as possible. He's using the snowboard to his advantage, just trying to stay alive. He's going to go and try and be the third party instead of being the third party-ed. Stays alive for a little while longer. Look at this play, flanking around both of the teams here. A phenomenal play from Low-Tex. Try hard to get shot from the side. Kuz is the last alive. If he just stays alive for a little bit longer. Low-Tex comes in with the fucking clutch on the main stage. Is he now part of the super team? I'm not sure. Smoke bomber goes down. Oh my god! He clutches it. What a performance from the main man himself. One of the most humble pro players from all of the European region. He clutches up on the main stage, chat, with a phenomenal performance in that final moment. Ran outside the zone. I've said it so many times, chat. Snowboards. Snowboards. That's how he got out of that situation. Flanked around the back. They all thought he was dead. They weren't paying attention. Boom, bang. Kills 2 out of the first team. Easy wipe onto the second team. 3 extra kills from Low-Tex. And I dare say, 8 total points just from Low-Tex in those final moments. What a phenomenal performance from the main man himself, chat. Good job, Low-Tex. 20 kills in a win. They might be the new EU hotspot for the best team, chat. They might be the #1 team inside of this region. 30 total points. That's going to put them right up and alongside Risen. Risen will still be slightly ahead of them, just ever so slightly, I think, ahead of them. If I add up their points, I think Risen are on about 81, and I think A1 are currently on 78. So there's about 3-point difference here. Good job from Lotex. What a freaking clutch from the main man himself. I'm seeing some rumors that Holy Father got banned. Madman, you might want to help him out. I don't know what has happened there. Like I said before, if we're both banned, there's nothing left for us to do. Other than that video, Holy Father. I got the hiccups, bro. That game was great, chat. Phenomenal performance. As we go down the list, Holy Father's team able to pick off 5 kills right there with the 4th place finish. That's not too bad for them. I would say that's a pretty solid game for those guys. I was hoping that they would actually win that match. They did have the best spot in the zone, but they were just too split there towards the end, chat, and it kind of cost them the whole game. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. They'll come back, hopefully fight a little bit stronger. Ladies and gentlemen. Interesting. Ah, he got banned on TikTok. I see. Oh, okay. Interesting. So a couple of the players' TikToks did get banned. Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is, chat. They can still play in the competition. They'll still be in it. If you want to sit here and watch their POV from me, I'll make sure to show you guys where they are in the map so that you can keep up to date with your favorite players, because I know a lot of you guys on TikTok are from the Philippines and you love that team. And that's a shame they got banned on TikTok. Unfortunate. That is a big shame, chat. What did they get banned for? I'm curious. That's unfortunate. Right on that game too, on their best game of the day. Maybe that's why they were a little bit all over the place. Well, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now, but let's go down the leaderboard. Check out where everyone placed. We've got 8th place there. That's going to be Akman's team. They did okay in terms of total kills, so they're not going to do too bad. They're probably going to go up the leaderboard a little bit after that. They might go into the top 5 position. I don't see Secret's team anywhere. They might have had a disappointing performance from that game. They did 15th with not a lot of kills. 6 kills only. In our Legendary, also a disappointing performance. The only team that's really been quite consistent here has been Risen, and even they died quite early. So there's going to be a definite shift up in these leaderboards right now. However, A1 and Risen, right beside each other, definitely 2 teams to look out for. Middle East and Europe. They actually qualified for from the same regionals as well. That's the same region for qualifications, but obviously 2 different regions. We go down the list. We can see even more teams down here that had a bad game. Slayer's team. I think after the whole super team split, Slayer's team has been the worst so far, which is surprising considering they have some of the biggest names. You got Loading and Slayer in there with Nagdi and Necro. Then let's go down to the bottom. You can see D Esports really don't have what it takes to stay up at the tippity top. Icons had a terrible game this time around. Ivy as well just don't seem like they have what it takes to stay up to date with the skill gap here at the tippity top of the mountain in terms of the best teams in the world for this Wildcard World Cup. Obviously named after the brand new update being the Wildcard update. Phenomenal. Best update since 2020, chat, in my opinion. I'm ready to go when Madman is. We're going to get these scoreboards updated for you guys, and I have them already. It's actually very close between number 1 and 2, and then your middle of the pack teams are very close as well. If Team A1 or Risen have one bad game, everyone will catch them. And if anyone in the middle of the pack have one bad game, they're going to be left behind. Either way, chat, let's get it updated over on YouTube. It shall be below my face, the updated scoreboards right there. And if you're on TikTok, it's going to be at the bottom of your screen if you're watching vertically. And if you're watching horizontally, it will be just below my face cam. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Risen are still on top. As I said, 81 points. Followed closely by A1's team. That's Lotex's team, remember? He had that clutch at the end, which got him 8 more points. He went from 70 to 78 with that clutch. Just him by himself clutching that up. I'm sure there's going to be edits of that. Phenomenal play from him. Honestly, arguably the best play I've ever seen from Lotex in a tournament, period. We never get to see Lotex dominate because he always has such good teammates and he's always with Akman. So we're finally being able to see how he can perform with a brand new team. Below them, we've got Arc Glorious. That's a team from Latin America, 58 points. Inner Legendary are from the Middle East with 54 points. Top 1 are from Europe and Middle East, I believe, as well, with 44 points. Ackman, still middle of the pack. Definitely still middle of the pack, just not as dominant today. Team Secra, 41. Middle of the pack team from the Philippines. Good job to them to do this on this ping. X team are on 38 points. Then MW Icon are on 33. AMK chilling at 28 points. So Slayer's team, a little bit of a disappointing performance here today, chat. If I do say so myself. Not gonna lie. Madnan, that says after game 5. That was game 4. Can we get that fixed, please? There we go. We're into game 5 now, chat. So we have this game and then 2 more after it, my little scrumptiouses. Holy Father's team still in and around. We'll hop on board with him and make sure that they land in Sanitarium, as I know his stream did just get banned, unfortunately. Landing in Sanitarium. Uncontested. Absolutely. Ackman's team landing in. Uncontested. Absolutely. Diesel, thanks for the Galaxy, man. I appreciate it. That'll go to hosting more tournaments like this. Give me updates on that, Madman. I'm curious. Give me updates on that. Yeah, I'm very curious what happened with my main man, Holy Father. The Padre. Let's hop on to the best team from Europe right now, chat. They don't have a contested drop spot either. Chilling over at Crash, you can see all of the best teams from each region don't have a contested drop spot. The best team from EU doesn't have one. The best team over there, alongside Arc Glorious, of course, doesn't have a contested drop spot. Super Jeff's team doesn't have a contested drop spot. Ackman, Risen, Holy Father. Look at that. Look how split up that is. See that? That's how true Battle Royale professionals play, chat. Nobody lands on each other. They don't want to take it like that. Okay, we got no responses from Holy Father. We don't have any update for you guys if he's going to stream on his Boss Choi account or anything like that. All I know is that his account unfortunately did get banned, chat. It did get banned, which is a curious case from TikTok, to be honest. A curious case indeed from TikTok. It is what it is. Still love Holy Father, chat. W Holy Father indeed. Hopefully he still gets his viewership reward, bro. Hopefully it still counts all of his viewerships. We do creator rewards, chat, as well, by the way, behind the scenes for all of the big creators. Let's hope it's all saves for my man, the myth, the legend, Holy. Logic gonna die earlier here. The most consistent team has not been very consistent today, unfortunately, chat. They're not even top 10 on the leaderboards. Not even top tiddly 10, though. Moving around the map. Don't need to worry about too much, either. Ackman's team haven't found anyone as well. Low Texas team, again, it looks like a lot of these players are not fighting in this early game. Simply because they don't need to. Icons are fighting, though. I'm interested about that. They seem to be taking quite a few little early game fights here, chat. They did come through the sudden death. This is Slayer's team, so we'll hop on board with Icons. They land New Vision City every single game. What a glorious drink. One team's already been eliminated. Who was it, chat? I wasn't paying attention. I was drinking. Team 11 are already out? No way. That's Malay's team, chat. Oh no, and it looks like Inner Legendary are also falling to one of the worst teams in the competition today. Let's hop on over to them. It's gonna be Ivy. Ivy putting in the pain. Let's turn the music down as we're into the early game. Oh dear. That's not good at all. Ivy able to take them down easily here. Are they full limbed? Are they? No way. Wait, hold on, chat. Hold on a second. I don't think they did get fully eliminated, did they? Hopefully they didn't. There has been 3 teams taken down very early in this game. Now let's hop on board with Ackman's team. Risner also still alive for now, chat. They got 0 kills still at Dormitory. They're able to get their snowboards and have that advantage on their side. We've also got this team from Africa. We haven't really watched them too much recently. This is team number 12. Africa is a region, chat. They just haven't got the dominance as some other regions do. But I'm hoping, since they're quite new to the scene, that they'll be able to perform a little bit better. Keep in mind, Africa didn't really play COD Mobile until like 2022. So they've only really came into the scene in the last couple of years or so, whereas everyone else has really been playing since the game was released back in 2019. We'll go over to another team right here. We know COD Ninjas. This is actually a completely new roster for me. I don't know any of his teammates, but I was pleasantly surprised that they made the grand finals of the Wildcard World Cup, because I know COD Ninja is a good player, chat. Definitely a good player, my little scrumptious. Yeah, I know. His TikTok live got banned. I know, chat. Oh, we've seen a couple of players over there. Are they gonna go for this? Oh, they're going for the fight against the man. There's a triple A fight here. Oh dear. This is the man from EU. It's Slayer's team, along with the top dogs from the Philippines here, Secret's team. And lastly, we've got COD Ninjas over on the low ground. Taking a lot of shots over onto them. It's going to be Secret versus COD Ninja's team here on the main stage. Still Ryan is going to go for it. He's going to go. Still Raw on the run is going to go for this. They might get third partied here from behind. Slayer's team knows that the third party could come through. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Slayer's team's going to take this. We're coming in for the third party. They're going to be all full health. Not need to worry about anything. They just stole a kill onto Bumblebee as well. Secret's team are going to be in a difficult situation because they're going to have to heal up after this fight. There's only one player left, and the third party has been initiated from Slayer, able to get shots onto Secret's team. They haven't taken too much damage here, and this might actually come back to bite them, as Secret have all of their players left alive. And it looks like Nagdi is almost getting knocked here straight off the bat, but Slayer's coming in from the side here as well. Rusty is 1 HP on that side too. Negro's able to take down Rusty, but now in a 3v4 situation. Can they make something happen? Negro takes out a second. Slash gets knocked. Rusty gets full killed. This is looking very good for Slayer's team to make some sort of a comeback here in this competition for game number 5. Secret gets away with the snowboard again. Philippines showing why they're the #1 snowboard users in the entirety of Call of Duty Mobile. They get out of there for now, but they lose a couple of casualties with a couple of kills going on their side, chat. Good job from Slayer's team, able to get that third party and steal a bunch of kills. 7 on the board for them. Solid play, and it looks like Risen, they're in a fight. They've only got 3 left. Where's the tag? Did they pick it up? I don't know if they picked up that tag. And 4M, I mean, I think they have this fight. Yeah. The best team from the Middle East. Let's check out their wild cards. Why not? Veteran driver reduces the damage by 50% to neutral ally vehicles within 10 meters. And then Hawk's Eye. Hawk's Eye, arguably one of the best wild cards for tournaments, especially with Smoke Bomber being used by every single team. We're chilling for now. We don't need to worry about too much with this team. I don't think they're going to take that fight at all. They get their teammate back through the revive flight, so they don't need to think about it or take the fight. They might still go for it. Speaking of good teams, though, that haven't really been performing as well, we've got K9. They're just not really up to much, chat. They're just not really up to much. It's been a disappointing performance from them so far today. I hope to see them do a little bit better here at the end of this tournament. Remember, this is game 5, so after this, we only have 2 more games left, and the scoreboard is definitely in favor of Middle East and the European region. Wow, so many people got banned on TikTok. Interesting. Madman, wow. I wonder why that was. Madman, can you ask them what TikTok's reasoning was for them being banned? What was the reasoning behind that? I'm curious. I'm curious why they got banned. Spectate African teams also. The problem with the African teams is they die at the start of the game. That's why we don't get to watch them as much. The only one I think is left in this game is... yeah, the only African team that's left is King Nee. That's why you don't see as many African teams, because they just end up getting wiped very early on when they take those early game fights. And it's something that Africa hasn't really got used to yet as a region as a whole. Unfortunately, they just like to take fights a little bit too riskily. They take those 50-50 fights, and obviously if you're taking a 50-50 fight, you're going to lose 50% of the time because it's a 50-50 fight at the end of the day. Whereas you've seen there from Slayer's team, They opt more for third-party engagements instead, chat. Wow, Madman, okay. Wow. That is unfortunate. Damn, that is very unfortunate, Madman. Is what it is. It's a shame that I feel like they should have like a rep from TikTok that stops their accounts from being banned in the Philippines. Do they not have that? I feel like all of those guys should have that. They are way too big to not have like a person they can talk to. Especially Holy Father, like he's the biggest streamer from the Philippines. I don't know anyone that streams in the Philippines on TikTok that is bigger than Holy Father. Looks like Ackman's team are staying alive this game. Not going to go into any fights though. Whereas Lowtex's team, hello you. What are yous up to? Again, no fights taking place, but Slayer's team are definitely in fights as we've seen them on the board right there for a little while. They've got 11 kills this game, so they're going to go up the leaderboard. Hopefully, if they're able to survive longer and make it into this end game. There's still 17 teams left alive. We're about 11 minutes into this game, so it's a pretty normal game in terms of total teams alive. It's not a stacked mid game right now, which means we'll probably see a lot more teams fight towards the end of this instead of the middle of this. But that's not to say that there won't be earlier fights than expected. As we can see, K9 Magic was able to land an SMRS straight onto the side of Slayer's roster. They're definitely the aggressors here, and it looks like they might actually be able to take them down. Never mind, Takeoff gets knocked as well, and now that makes it 3v3, and it looks like a third party could come in here from behind. See, if this team from Africa really knew how to play, they would have seen those shots, and they would have fought. They would have went to fight that. Because they would have known, oh, there's a team there, let's fight them. Let's take this third party fight, and let's get a couple of free kills out of this situation, instead of taking the 50-50 fights that the Africa region is pretty much known for at this point. A bull ball is also dying here as well on a different fight, but we'll keep on this one just for now as K9 is against Slayer's team. Ice is able to take down Nagni. I'm looking around to see where everyone's at, and Slayer's trying to get out of the situation with a snowboard, able to rotate out, and I think he might be the last person alive on his team. He is. Barely gets out of that situation. They got a lot of kills, but they don't have any placement points here. Still 15 people left alive. Now that that's over and done with, let's check out Risen. What's been going on with these guys? Senior J able to take down RMS, and it looks like it's going to be Ackman versus Risen. Hypno, the last alive, over by Ackman's team right now, with the other player deciding he wants to rotate away. Nade comes through, might be able to hit somebody, not going to land it. Cluster Strike also coming in. That's going to be Ackman's Cluster Strike, the spotter. Class ability being used right there. Hypno. Still staying alive. Ken gets a kill on the Senior J. Oh my god, this might be a retaliation play here. This is really good from them. Especially from Hypno here. Ken and a Bull Boss is now coming down as well. Ken gets one of the knocks, and Hypno is helping him out too. I think it's going to go back in favor of this fight in Risen's favor. Instead, they're able to get back RMS's tag. These guys are really good. They're so well coordinated. But a third party is going to come in here from the side, and I think a Bull Boss might die here behind that defense shield. Yep, there you go. Transform shield not going to do enough. Defender's not going to come through handy there. And Patata's going to be able to take down a Bull Balls. It's going to be a different team, and it's going to be a third-party situation. They're looking good for now. Ackman's team do get out of that situation, but they have been scathed. They lose 2 of their players. Senior J back in a revive flight, though, but I don't think King Raph has been brought back just yet. It does look like RMS is going to come through the revive flight as well, so the Risen are going to stay alive for another day. For sure. Oh dearie me. Cluster Spotter has been put down on the Ken. It does hit him for quite a lot, and that looks to be Ackman's team again. Yes, it is. It's Ackman using the Cluster Strike straight on them. They really want to eliminate this team because they're first in the competition, and Ackman knows it. Ackman knows they're first. Shots go down. Not able to land that on with the FHJ. He's going to put another one down right there. Not able to land that either, unfortunately. Shots go down. Claude's trying to land something here. King Raph is finally back in the revive flight. He has been revive flighted back. He'll be back in about 20 or so seconds onto the map. So they're looking a little bit better than they were just moments ago. But that's the same as Risen. Risen also looking very good. Every team wants these guys to die. Especially Lowtex's team. Hold up, he was about to fight. Oh, Senior J's dead here. Yeah, there's no way he's getting out of that situation whatsoever. That's going to be a free kill going on the side of Risen there. Lowtex's team, a little bit more of a passive gameplay approach here. They're so high on the leaderboard, I don't think they want to risk losing any of their teammates at all. Lovely SMRS there. They could explode that car easily.
And that's exactly what they're going to try and do. They get out of the car. It wasn't exploded or killed or anything, but they got out of it just in time. And the second SRS is not going to come through for that secondary car, so they don't get any kills there. They could push that, though. Also, if you're new to the stream, make sure to subscribe or follow, depending on what platform you are. We are streaming on YouTube and TikTok, and we have been doing events like this for the last year. Holy Father also going to die right there over on the side, so we'll watch him as well. It's the first time we've really seen him in any kind of action. He does have an interesting spot in the zone. Unfortunately, Patada's going to be able to take him down with the sniper from across the map, and this zone's position is not going to really work for them because Soy Topo and everyone's shooting them from behind, but it looks like they're able to get some more kills. Good job on the Akman's team nonetheless as well. I think they might be eliminated. They are. Akman's team are completely out, so we're top one. Top one and Akman are eliminated from the EU region. The last EU team alive that's on the leaderboards is going to be Low Texas team. Like I said, they're playing safer than what they usually do. They don't want to take any of these fights. Holy Father's team are all going to be back in the action as well. 4 kills on the board from them. They're just trying to stay alive. There's only 13 teams left up. And they do have a position in this zone, but not in the next one. But they can wait for a minute, an entire minute, without having to fight any other team, which is actually pretty good. You don't need to really worry about something else. Oh, you learn something new every day. I didn't know that hop-up existed, chat, but here you are. Travis. Philippines, known for their movements. They know exactly what to do in situations like this to stay alive, but it looks like Ranzu actually has eyes on Travis here from the side. Look at this. Look at this little spot. He has a pistol, so he won't take any shots over onto them. They do have 4 people up here. I think this would be a good spot for them to really help out Holy Father down below, because Gus is over onto the left side. They have a really nice position in the zone, especially with that sniper. Oh yeah, XPR in hand, I believe? Absolutely. And if he had a precision, he might be able to hit a lot more shots here. Let's look at his wild cards. He's got Veteran Driver, Medical Kit, definitely one of the best ones. And then, of course, we've got Predation. I would say don't take this fight, 4K. Yeah, you shouldn't be taking this fight unless you're going to get trades. You need to get trades if you're going to take a fight like this. Absolutely needs to happen. Nades need to come down. The trades are not being played well here. This is not a good fight. And now with the zone collapsing in, it's going to be a difficult spot for them to be in. Yeah, this was a very bad fight for them to take. Unfortunately, they're going to lose a lot of players right there. Yikes. Shouldn't have taken that. They should have done that together instead of separately. They lost all of their players except for Travis doing that. That's the second time we've seen them do this in this game. But let's look on to Risen, as they only have 1 player left, which means my main man over here with his team, Low-Tex A1 could take the lead here, chat. Risen have 6 kills and they're about to lose. They are using the snowboard to their advantage. It's only a Bull Paws left alive. He's trying his hardest to stay alive for as long as possible. Get as much momentum with that snowboard so he doesn't get targeted by anyone else. He's going to hop over that. Yep, there you go. Slayer is also doing the same exact strategy. He's the last alive for his team. As you can see, once you go down to that last area of the map, there's stragglers, solo players just trying to stay alive. However, teams that want to stay alive the most are Low-Tex and Risen. Let's go down on the Slayer, not able to land them right there. Unfortunately, a Bull Balls needs to do something. He's able to stay alive here. Nobody's targeting him just yet, but it looks like those Latin American teams could easily go for him. There's 2 of them over there right beside each other. They're actually going to take the fight as well, and I feel like that's also Icons in the fray as well. As the Latin American teams are fighting it out, Icons Razox is just trying to stay alive. Now he's going to get an extra 2 points for his positioning. Looking absolutely amazing here. If he stays alive for 1 more team, he'll get an extra point as well on top of that. Hopping on over to Low-Tex. Could they win another game? 2 in a row would be absolutely legendary as Slayer does get eliminated. Only 10 players remaining inside of this zone, chat. All 3 of Low-Tex's team members are wearing the exact same skin. I hope the coordination is on and the communication is quick and concise, as they're going to be going against some of the best teams that are still alive. Razox is still up. We've seen him clutch a 1v4 at the end game before. Could he do it right here in a 1v3 situation against Low-Tex's team? It's definitely likely. A player of his caliber could do it, but he's going to opt to rotate the different way. Low-Tex's team are going to take shots onto him, but they're getting third party from Panchito over on the side. Kuss gets knocked as well. Razox stays alive for now. Panchito going to go for the play onto him. Able to take him down surely here. There it is. Now Low-Tex's team with the free rotation down onto the lower side of the map. The cluster strike is coming in. Damn, Zaki unfortunately going to get knocked here, and this might go in the way of Vitality. There's only 2 players left alive from a Low-Tex's team. It's going to be Woof and Zluth. It's a 2v3 situation. They could win back-to-back here. Vitality, one of the best teams in the entire game. However, they are very inconsistent. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to go in the way of them. It's looking easily done by them with that strike coming down. That was a free win. Vitality take it home for game number 5. I'm pleasantly surprised by that, as they've been having a disastrous performance today inside of this competition. And I've still got AK-117s being shot in my ears, chat. Still got AK-117s being shot in there. But it looks like Risen are going to fall from their #1 spot for the first time since that first game. 20 kills in a win. Vitality are going to shoot up the leaderboard. I don't think they'll be in the top 5 because they haven't had a good day so far. But that 30 points is going to really help them out. Low Texas team got 7 kills, but a second place. That's going to give them 14 total points, which is going to put them up to a solid and respectable score of 92 total points. Risen Gaming, where did they finish here? They got 6th place with some kills as well. So they weren't actually too far behind. Look at that. 6th place with 6 kills. That's going to give them 8 points. 8 points on their scoreboard is going to put up to 89. So Low Texas team A1 are just ahead of them. Arc Glorious got into the top 10, I think, but they died. I think they got into the top 10. Did they not? Did they miss out? Oh. There they are. 8th with a lot of kills. Okay, that's actually still a good performance from them. They're not going to get many points because of their placement. That amount of kills is going to really help them out. We'll get that scoreboard updated for you guys as soon as possible. Remember, if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe or follow button if you're on TikTok. We're about to hit 1.9 million on TikTok. I'd appreciate it. And we're going for 5 million on YouTube. We're streaming on my main YouTube channel, iFerg. So I appreciate you guys going over and subscribing to that channel as well. Going for 5 million subscribers. Either way, chat. Good game number 5. The scores are being tallied up right now, and we're going to get ready for game number 6. But so far, so good between all of these teams. Again, like I said, the storyline here today has been EU teams kind of falling off here, except for Low Texas. Middle East teams performing way better than everyone expected. Africa, I mean, you can't really expect too much from those teams because they just don't have the experience in the game. Vitality, of course, getting their 1 win. They always seem to do 1 really good game inside of these competitions, and then they kind of just drift away unless it's the qualifiers. So nothing really too out of the ordinary here, except for the EU fall off, unfortunately, from Slayer and Ackman. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. W and game team win. Indeed, it was. I don't know what that currency is, bro, but it looks like Brazilian real or something like that. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much. If you want to spam your country's flag or you want to spam a team name, you're more than welcome to do so on YouTube. TikTok is already doing it. I'm getting about freaking 300 messages per minute saying Team Holy Father with a big strong sign. A big freaking flex sign, chat. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to do that. Mods aren't going to time you out. It's different for tournament days. We kind of just let you guys go wild. I like to see the chats get as active as possible. Ivy, disappointing performance from them so far inside of these games. But yeah, we're ready to get into the next game. I believe one of the teams are missing one of their players. It's going to be D Esports. They're going to be missing one of their players, and I'm waiting for the updated scoreboard. As soon as we have that ready, I'll make sure to put it on your screen. If you're curious where the scoreboard is, it appears on the bottom right below me on horizontal streams, just right below me. My face cam right here. See where my finger's pointing? That's the scoreboard. And then if you're on TikTok, it will be right at the bottom for the vertical stream. And then if you're watching horizontally on TikTok, it will be over down below my face cam as well. So the verticals are down at the bottom, and then the horizontal streams are just below my face cam, chat, on the right hand side. Either way, chat, we're getting ready to get into game number 6. This is our second to last game, or penultimate game, I think it's called. Second to last game, chat. We're going to get into this. So far, A1 and Risen definitely staying on top of the other teams. They've been the most consistent, and that's why we made it a 7-game series, chat, because we want to see what teams are the most consistent inside of the game, and that's exactly what we're doing. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Game number 6, chat. Shout out to Call of Duty Mobile for the best update that we've had since 2020, chat. The WILDCARD World Cup, ladies and gentlemen. We might have to host a little duos one later this month. Will we do it? I think so. Let's get ready. Game number 6 underway, chat. I'm seeing a lot of Iranian flags on YouTube short stream. There's actually a couple of South African flags on the YouTube long form stream. What's up, guys? How you guys doing today?
Madden has sent me the updated scoreboard, and the teams are close. The top 2 teams very close together. Even the top 3 teams, I would say. If Arc Glorious have a really good game, and Risen, along with Lotex's team, manage to fall down, it could hurt them greatly. But for the first time in this competition, a new team has remained at the top. Lotex has been at the top in many different tournaments before, but now he's back at it. After game number 5, they've got 92 points to 89 from Risen, so they're barely ahead. They need to make sure that they can hold this out. For sure. Let's go, my little scrumptiouses. Ooh, lovely. Getting into game number 6 now, chat. All teams roaming around the map, and it looks like, oh my god. I have my chill funk on, but Risen already losing a player to King Knee here. They trade with him. Let's hop on board with the other team members. Oh my god. Oh my god. Slayers. Wait. Is that freaking Ackman's team have landed there as well? They went straight off Ski Town. They're rushing Risen. They rushed straight from Ski Town. Instantly. And they're trying to take Risen down. It looks like Ackman's team is trying to help Lotex win this tournament. They're targeting the Middle East. Bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my Middle Eastern brothers. But Ackman's team does not want y'all to win. He's going for all of you. Oh my god. The revive flight must have been off right there because Risen couldn't land in Dormitory, and I don't think Ackman's team could land in Ski Town, so they all just landed in the same place over by Outpost. Risen have lost 2 of their players. One of them is back in a revive flight, but I mean, god damn, ladies and gentlemen, that's not looking too good for the main broskies over here, is it now? That's not looking too good at all. Hypno's way far out of that situation, so he is. He's not worried about a thing anymore. He just wants his teammates back in the action. Let's go over to Lotex. I think they still got clear sites here over at Crash yet, and they have the next zone, so they're actually in a really good spot here. They have the next zone. Don't need to worry about a thing. They won't have any snowboards though, but as we've seen from before with Lotex, he'll probably kill someone and pick up their snowboard instead. They're looking okay right now. Holy Father's team still landing in Sanitarium. Sometimes you can get snowboards from here because it's still technically in the zone, barely in the zone. I think they didn't land Ski Town because they knew that's where Ackman's team land, so they didn't want to go over there. Slayer's team also in a fight here. This is arguably the worst team in the competition that they're going against, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a nice clean wipe onto them. They've got 3 of them so far. Poison is the last alive. He's going to get out of this situation, but they're going to chase him down, and they should be able to get a full team wipe here onto Poison. They don't spot him just yet. He is in a good spot. Oh, they've seen him. Yep, they see him now. There he is. See you later, Poison. I'm sorry, but you're gonna die. That's all she wrote from DE Sports. He did a Ferg throw! He did a Ferg throw at the end, chat! Let's go! W. That's my man right there, broski. Let's go, my little scrumdiddlyumptious. Love to see it. Holy Father. Now he's looking at Slayer's team. I wouldn't take this fight if I were you. I wouldn't even bother. They're going to go for it. Interestingly enough, they want to take the fight on the Slayer's team. All 4 of them are back. This isn't a good fight to take. It's no longer a third party. And it looks like while this is going down, Ackman's team is also fighting Risen. They're able to take down Ken. I'm not sure if they got the full wipe there. I don't think they did because Hypno's still alive, but it looks like Red's getting shot from the side here. This isn't good. They shouldn't take this fight. They're 2 split as well. Holy Father's team, this is a risky one. Able to take down Necro. Now they've got the advantage, but I think Holy Father's going to get traded with. He does. Shots go down, the trade comes through, and he's going to get eliminated, unfortunately. Tokyo's going in from the side, along with Travis. This could be beneficial. They might be able to do something here. Loading's the last alive for this position. They've absolutely surrounded him here. All 3 of them have surrounded him. But unfortunately, these trades are going to come through, and that's going to help them out at all. Yeah, I think Slayer's team have got the upper hand here, and I think Holy Father's team probably made a misplay going for this fight.
Yeah, I think they're going to get fully eliminated here. See you later, Holy Father's team. They're going to be out of game number 6, unfortunately, with, I believe, only like 1 or 2 kills. So they're not going to be in the top 10 leaderboard anymore. With a disappointing performance from them there. Just a little bit too aggressive in the fight, chat. Just a little bit too aggressive. Let's go over to the captain. The Ackman. They were able to take down one of the players. It's going to be Ken getting eliminated, but unfortunately for everyone else in the game, Risen are still alive. Saying that, since Lowtech's team are ahead of them in points, everyone should be going after Lowtech's instead of going after Risen, but that's just not going to be the case, chat. A full boss has been spotted over on the top of this hill here. Who's he fighting? Oh, he's not fighting anyone now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ackman knows he's up there. I don't think he's going to go for it. He's going to hold the ground, though. He's going to hold this position. He does have a good gun here. He's got an AK-117. A bull boss is going to push through. He needs to be patient. They're going to rotate around the side. Yep, they're not going to rotate into them. So Ackman's looking to get this play here. Not doing anything just yet. His teammates back up with him. They've got all 4 players alive. A bull boss has been spotted over on the left-hand side. I think they seen him. They definitely did see him. They didn't see RMS, though. 4 versus 1, it looks like, as RMS is going to get away from it for now. They've only got a couple of players alive, too. But Ken comes back through the revive flight. A bull boss trying to get out of this situation. I don't know if he's going to get out. No, he's not. He's going to die there. And it looks like Ken comes through the revive flight. RMS and Hypno stay alive. Hypno is going to be inside of the zone now as well. He's going to die from the side. And Risen are falling apart, chat. The team that was number 1 for the first 4 games are now falling early. Ken comes into the zone as well. Through the revive flight. But still not looking too good for him. He doesn't have anything. And, I mean, RMS doesn't have anything either. They're in a very tricky situation here. As it looked like Ackman's team get 5 kills early on. The spotter goes down, trying to predict where that car's going to go, but he's a little late on the spotter. Not going to get a kill for it just there. I'd go for the snipe. Doesn't land it. Low Texas team staying alive. Don't need to worry about anything as nobody lands in crash site. They go for the central zone position play instead. They do have their class ability upgraded. Along with Ark going to be around there as well. We got Ross Kid over and around the crash site too. They're going to go for a central position in the zone. It looks like they're going to wait and see where the next one goes. They're opting to not play for kills and to play for positioning and play it a little bit safer. They do have next zone as well, so these guys are chilling. They're probably going to not get any kills unless a team pushes them for a long time. But there is going to be a team pushing them right now. So if they actually go for them, they'll be able to get a little wipe here on the Super Jeff's roster. Super Jeff's team have had a very disastrous day so far, and they are jumping on it. Oh my god! From this... Oh my god! A quick 2-piece from the Rosa there. That's going to be disastrous from Low Tex's team. They have fallen off a cliff here. Oh, dearie me. The rush is going to come in. And I don't even know if that was Super Jeff's team. Was it? I think it was. Narosa cooked. It was, yeah. Wow, what a play. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Zlith is last alive. Oh, dear, they've been eliminated. They had the best spot in zone, and they lost it because Narosa came down like a hawk from the sky with an SMRS, one-tapped somebody, and then instantly knocked the next player on their team, which made it a 4v2 off the jump. What a play from Narosa. Or Narosa. Narosama? Narosa right there. Good job to him, man. Exceptional play there. They get 3 kills only, apparently, as one of the players ended up killing themselves with their spotter. But we all know it was a pure team fight. Unlucky, Low-Tex. They had the best spot in the zone, and they lost it. They were number 1, and now they will remain at 92 points. That was the worst possible thing that could have happened to them, chat, and they may have just thrown the entire tournament with that play, chat. Unbelievable. I didn't think it could have happened, but it did. I really thought they had it in them, chat, to remain on top there. But unfortunately, nothing happened. And they end up dying early. No kills going in the way of them. disastrous situation for them to be in. Unfortunate. Is anyone else close to each other? That's the question. I see Redmond right here. They're not close to anyone though, but it looks like they're shooting. Along with another team are shooting up here, and it's going to be Super Jeff's team. Super Jeff's team are still in action. They are around here, chat. Team number 16. You know what I'm going to do, chat? I'm going to join their call.
Asa ako dyan.
Yun lang Ay pa, nang-glide.
Lang.
May heli pa, Angat kayo.
Oy, may hila. Kalma muna.
Bumaba. Hindi bumaba.
They're speaking Tagalog, chat. It looks like one of their teammates have disconnected from the call.
Dito sila, apat oh.
Isang squad dito ah.
Isang squad, oh.
Isang squad din sa mark ko.
Here oh.
Right side mark ko.
Shooting down to K9 there, chat. Shall we hop on board with them and see what they're up to? We haven't seen K9 too much today. And there's another team over to the right-hand side. Never mind. We should go back on board with them.
Ito.
Ano ka ba? Naka-rewin daw, pre. Pop
Oh,
na
no.
lang, pop na lang.
Pap, pre.
Gagi, may tumatalon pa dito. Jet, dito ako baba. Baba na yan ah. Ni Jeff, baba mo, Jeff.
Doon to.
Hindi mo na po.
Pero buti nag-rewind.
They're staying alive here, chat. They live to fight another day. That was Team 4 King Super Jeff. They finished number 1 in their region. I might hop on board with an African team, chat, right here, but Malay's the only one in the call. Or I would go on board with him instead, but it looks like they're going to be able to take down him instantly with Akman's team. They all have their mic muted in their call, or I would listen to what they're saying, but they're not talking using Discord right now. Some of the teams opt to not use it instead. The plays do come through. And I'll find a team that is using Discord. If you're from the Latin American region, get ready to hear, I assume, what will be Spanish.
Napatay oh.
Es abajo de las cositas esas azules. De las que vuelan, pero por el escondido, ¿sabes?
You guys can let me know what they're saying.
Y ya después que se resona, uno vuela y cae en posición.
Buenísima, dale.
It looks like their comms are clean and concise, which I like, Jack.
Falta mucho para que cierre la zona.
They're not talking too much.
Pero te quedas sin bala.
I feel a bit
Bala
of
de sniper. Uy,
nervousness
no sé, mano. Bala de sniper.
in their comms, chat. I really feel a little bit of nervousness.
Trofecito.
No tenemos.
Ok, vale.
Tiene
Bala de
que
sniper.
de sobra, mano. Toma. No
Let's hop on board with Team
Mira, está un
Super Jeff
experto
again.
verde de-
They're still alive for now. They speak Tagalog. I believe that other team is speaking Spanish, chat. Yet to find an English-speaking team, though. Moving out of this situation, Super Jeff able to get back his teammate's tag there. Tom Pips will come back into the action, but these guys are kind of a little bit too split for my liking. They need to go right beside each other if they want to stand a chance of staying alive here, chat. Absolutely want to be right beside each other. As it looks like a lot of different teams are fighting here, and Akman's team have lost multiple different players. There's only one guy alive, and it's going to be Claude. They're using the game chat, however, so I cannot hear their voice comms. Risen, on the other hand, I wonder... They're probably speaking Arabic, so we probably wouldn't be able to hear them, if I'm going to be honest. None of us would understand. Well, I wouldn't understand, but maybe some of the Iranians would understand if we go on to Risen or even Inner. Moving around here. Gets right past him. Team 22. They're all muted as well. The majority of the teams are actually using the in-game chat instead of using the Discord chat, so we can't do a listen-in with them. But Inner are still alive here in a zone that is very tight and compact. 54 players left alive in this zone, chat. As they're moving up and around the map, I would love to have heard what they were thinking in this current situation. Remember, Rebar has actually had a child today, and he still decided to play in this. They're all walking up on this Endgame Vitality team right now. Endgame Vitality is a team we can do a listen-in with. Let's see if they know that they're there.
Fica aí, calma.
4 caras embaixo, vai vir.
Tô trocando, hein? Dá pra
The comms are in.
Trocando.
It's a third party.
PQD só.
They should third party this.
Tira desse basquete aí, ó.
The comms come in.
Na branca. Eu caí um pouquinho aqui, mas relaxa. Não cai tudo, não.
They're not doing it. They're not going for the third party.
Outro time aí, tá?
Gás 1 de vida 1. Aqui é bom, aqui é bom, aqui é bom, aqui é bom. Pode descer vocês aqui comigo, aqui, ó. Aqui não tem zero perigo.
Calma,
Calma,
calma.
calma.
Vocês tomam daqui, mano. Vocês tomam
Você
daqui.
fica aí dela, só passa
Mas
calma.
para aí dela.
It seems like the comms are clean, concise, but very fast between this team, chat. I believe these guys are from Latin America. Could be wrong on that, though, as we see them looking for Rebar. Rebar's still alive on his team. The entire roster is still up, but they've rotated around the side, and because of the lack of pushing from endgame vitality, they've actually managed to stay out of their way. We'll hop on board with the other teams from Inner Legendary. Rebar, last alive on his team on this side of the zone. Everyone has left him, and it looks like he's just struggling there with his brand new kid. Wondering what he could even do here, as K9 are actually in a fight as well. We'll hop on board and see what's going on over there on the other side of the zone. We've seen these guys before do a lot of work, but they haven't been performing the best today. And since they're in a fight, we'll see what their comms are like now. We watched and listened to them before. Still super quiet in here. They're not talking at all. Very quiet.
Gente, estamos zona, tranquilo.
Sí.
I can't tell if they're just calm or if they're nervous about what's going on here, chat. I actually
Normal
cannot
que no
tell.
tengo su fusil ni nada. Mira, aquí no.
But good job to them for surviving this far into the game. We can still see Risen in here, team number 5. These guys don't use Discord either, so I can't hear what their comms are like. They're pushing in. They're gonna go straight up against them. Chat. They're gonna find them. They're right inside this building. Do they want to take that fight? I don't think so. There's only 3 of them left alive, and the shots are going to go down. K9 are parked up in there with their defenders. It's not looking too good for them now. Hypno's coming in for a little bit of a play here with his car, hopefully. Nope. He's going to opt to stay out of the situation. And now that leaves RMS in a terrible spot, as the entire K9 roster knows he's right outside their house. Trying to get out of here. RMS stays alive for another day. 11 teams still up in this final zone, chat. 36 players looking for kills, trying to grab as many points as they can in this end game, and it looks like Risen have definitely found a few. With their 6 kills, they're going to be able to take over Low-Tex's team in total points, and that means that Low-Tex's team might not be able to have a chance to win this. Looks like everything's slowed down a little bit here. We'll be able to see where all the teams are at. I can spot Super Jeff over on the side as well. Hello, beautiful people. Oh my god. Out here looking like a vector with the camp strategy. Only need to watch 2 sides. They got a defender on one side and an open door on the other. Not worried about too much. They're actually in the next zone as well, using that strap. But another Filipino team is fighting up on top of the mountain here, and it's going to be a 4v1. Secret trying to play a little bit of a spoiler over to endgame vitality. They're going to stay alive for now, but it looks like K9 are going to go ahead and fight the main men from Icons. They've won one of these games before, one of these tournaments before, but not able to happen right here. Ice, last alive for his team, trying to make something work. 10 kills on the board here. He is in qualification spot for points for placement. Rebar dies outside of the zone as well, and it looks like Inner Legendary may have fell a little bit early here than expected. There's only 10 teams left, but there's 25 players inside of the zone, which means there's roughly about 2 players per team. So hella solos still running around, and there's a lot of points up for grabs in terms of total placement. I would opt to say that K9 has the best spot out of any of the solos here. But let's hop on board with a fan favorite team if they're still alive. Are they up? They are. 4 of their players still alive. They're the only team still in this other than Slayer and Vitality, with 4 players up. Secret able to get a kill right there, and it looks like they're targeting a player over by where you spawn the stealth choppers from. This is a really good spot. Look at this zone, chat. The final zone has just been shown. This is gonna collapse in on itself in 55 seconds, chat. There's literally no more zone left to work with. If Super Jeff's team can stay alive for as long as possible, they will win this game. Risen Hypno's trying to stay up for as long as possible as well, however, but he should die here after he gets this kill onto Ivy. Luckily, he gets it. He still hasn't died. Somehow, he's staying alive, finally getting killed from Necro. That's another team with a lot of players left alive here, and it's going to be Slayer right below. Endgame Vitality have the high ground. Looking up and above, we've seen them win a game like this before, just in the previous game alone against Low-Tex's team. 3 different rosters have 4 players alive in this endgame, chat. K9 Ice just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. It's a 4v4v4v1. Ice, the last remaining solo. I'm sure he's freaking shaking in his boots, ladies and gentlemen. On that BC call in Discord. Zone's about to collapse in on it, chat. This is going to be all she-wrote. We're going to put on a new song here for this. It's going to be Pasa Bam Solto. It looks like Super Jeff's team have collapsed down in. They're going to be able to kill Necro. Can they get anyone else? I can't see anything that's going on here. Narosa gets knocked as well. Tom Pips and Super Jeff last alive. It looks like Super Jeff gets knocked. Tom Pips last alive in the game, and I think this is going to go in the way of Vitality again. They're going to win 2 in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, they've done it. Vitality go from not even being on the leaderboard to winning 2 games in a row. Incredibly inconsistent, but it doesn't matter. Because when it counts, they're up at the tippity top of the mountain, chat. Yes, indeed, they are. Phenomenal performance there in the end game. They decided not to take that third-party fight with Interlegendary early in the middle of that game. Stay on the high ground, and it ended up winning them the entire game. Let's look at how many kills they got. It doesn't look like it's going to be a big kill game from them, so they might not get as many points as you might think. As we open up that scoreboard. Phenomenal performance there from Super Jeff's team as well. 10 kills in a second place finish is going to get them 17 points. It's about damn time we've seen them in the end game, chat. It's about damn time. Team 23 got 17 kills with a third place finish. That's going to be Slayer's team. They're finally going to go up the scoreboard, only at 43 points. Nothing but disappointment out of them today, so I'm glad to see they're finally doing something a little bit better. K9 also finishing very highly there at 4th place. 10 kills. That's going to give them 14 points off of that game. Risen didn't really have that good of a game there. They finished in 6th place with 7 kills. That's going to get them 9 points. So they are going to be a little bit ahead of Lowtex's team. And unfortunately, since Lowtex got 0 points, they're going to be stuck on 92. I would actually say that there's going to be a couple of teams catching up on them here. Especially teams like Interlegendary. If they were able to have a solid game, we'll have to see how many kills they got. But they did die a little bit earlier than expected. Not a solid game. Not a solid game. They're not going to catch them off that. And if we try and find Arc Glorious as well, which I don't see, all the top teams had a really bad game. A really bad performance from every single top team. If I could find top 1, speaking of them, they're really the only other team that finished up at the tippity top with a 5th place performance. They were able to get 15 kills, actually 14 kills, I believe, which is going to do pretty good for them. That's going to be 17 points. They're going to go up to 60 total points. So they're going to need a banger if they want to win this, but it's really looking like A1 or Risen are neck and neck to take this title home and crown themselves the victor of the Wildcard World Cup. Obviously, in celebration of the brand new Wildcard update that did release this season, a glorious update if I do say so myself. Honestly, the best update in my opinion that we've had in the last 5 years. But a quick update on the scoreboard. Risen is on top with 98. Followed closely behind with 92, it's A1. Art Glorious has 73 points. They only got 1 point that game, supposedly, after game number 6. Then, just behind them, we've got top 1 at 70 as well. Interlegendary are 5th place position, being the final team to get any money whatsoever with 65 points, but they are tied with Slayer's team, also at 65 points. Endgame Vitality gets 63 points. A little bit further down the leaderboard is Icon with 62. Team Secret with 60. And ladies and gentlemen, Ackman's team are at 54 points. They are 10th place position. The super team is no longer. The dynasty has been torn apart, and the last team that remains is Lowtex's. Whether or not EU will win this again is up to them. We could crown a new victor here, ladies and gentlemen, from the Middle East. It could be Risen Gaming for the first time ever. Like I said before, chat, let me get a song with a little bit of an intro here.
Nobody wanted them in the competition. They were banned, barred. Official events, they're not allowed in them. Global politics standing in their way. Well, you know who doesn't care about political bullshit? This guy. And you know who wants to have the most competitive tournaments of all time? This guy. So of course, the Middle East was invited to this event, and they have absolutely dominated. Let's see where they're landing. Over by dormitory, it looks like Immortals Esports are landing right beside them. They've been spotted. Who's going to get the first kill, though? That's the question. It looks like they're going for a little bit more of a slow play here from the player on top, but Hypno's been able to get the trade onto Rami after they were able to kill RMS. See you later, alligator. This team played in the EUME Regionals, which combined teams from Europe and the Middle East together. Renka rotated out of that situation, but it looks like there's another player still around Hypno here. A Bull Boss knows that he's around here as well. It's going to be Layla. We've seen this person streaming earlier on TikTok. Don't know if they're still live now, but they were streaming before the tournament started. Shots go down. They should be able to get this person fairly easily. There you go. IC now trying to come in from the other team as well. I don't think it's going to really help them out, as they are down below them. They've got the low ground for now. Rinka up on the 3rd floor. They could get a little bit of parkour action going on here. Hypno staying alive for a little bit longer here. They have spotted a player down below them, but it looks like Rinka's up top, and he might get the trade onto a Bull Boss. Not able to happen, though, as Hypno takes down Icy. One player left alive for Immortals. A Bull Boss is trying to make something work here. They're able to take him down, and that is IE eliminated. Out of the competition, chat. We're going to go ahead and get the Game 6 scores up on your screen right here, as the song is going to change over to another one. Remember, if you're new around here, hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. We'll update it over on TikTok first, since we updated it on YouTube first previously. But as you can see, it's a very close situation to be had here. Only 6 points in it between the top 2 teams, and if the teams right below them have a phenomenal game with a 25 kill win, they could take over them. It all comes down to whether or not they die quick or they stay alive for longer. They got 4 kills on the board here from Risen. A1 Low-Techs have no kills, landing over on Crash Site, but I think Risen spotted a team. It's another Philippines team. They're going to take them down. I think Risen might have what it takes here to be the first team from their region to win any of these events. So out of the helicopter again, it looks like there's another roster over there to the side as well. They might be able to do something and get a 3rd party here. Look at that. This is a 3rd party potential, but I think that 3rd party doesn't come in quick enough to really happen here. 4M haven't really been up to much in this tournament thus far. RSN, aka Risen, are going to rotate out of the situation entirely. Can Hypno, RMS, and a Bull Boss all staying alive? Zhang is trying to go back to get his tags, but he's going to run into another team with a snowboard. Get shot out of the air here, probably. See you later, Zhang. Nice little movement there. Of course, the Filipino has the best snowboard movement, and he gets away for now. Going on to other teams, however, we got top 1 still in the action, as they're up for a little bit of a fight here against Ackman. Ackman's already been knocked here, and it looks like Senior J is also going to get knocked and eliminated. If they die early on this game, that is going to be slightly embarrassing from what used to be a dynasty roster, headed by the captain. It really is a team effort, chat, when it comes to events like this. One player cannot carry a team. They did so well in the regionals, and now they have fallen in the global wildcard World Cup finals. I know for a fact that Ackman's going to be feeling some type of way about this squads tournament, and he's going to want to come back with a vengeance in the next event. The question is, will he play in the next event after a performance like this, chat? I am not sure. They might need to run it back with a different team if he does. Looks like Slayer's team are also in the fray here as well, getting a couple of kills. We'll have to hop on and see what they're up to. They've got a few. 4 kills to start off this game as well. I don't think I updated the YouTube scoreboard. There we go, YouTube, my bad. There we go, my scrumptiouses. You're all good to go now.
As I can see, Nagdi has spotted Inner Legendary. We spoke about it a couple of times in the past, but Rebar has decided to play in this championship, even though he had his child born earlier today. His child was born, but he's still going to play in the finals, chat, which is interesting to say the least. That's just how much this Wildcard World Cup means to him. I'd say it means it's about the same to every other player in it. All of them fighting for eternal glory in the Wildcard World Cup. This is the final game, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new around here, we host tournaments like this all the time. So make sure to hit that follow button and subscribe if you're on TikTok or YouTube. We're about to hit 1.9 million on TikTok. I can actually check for you guys how close we are to it. Oh, see you later. You might get taken down there. It looks like another team's being taken down, though. It's Holy Father's roster as they're fighting Ackman's team across the map now. Oh, dearie me, not looking too good. Oh, Holy Father's still alive right here. He could get some loot. Oh, he needs to run away. He gets a shotgun? Was that a shotgun? Oh, he's gonna die. He lands one. Not able to do anything else. I think Holy Father's gonna die here, chat. It might be all she wrote for the main man himself, unless he's able to scan some of the tags back, but I don't think he's got any of the tags in his hand. Holy Father, please do something, bro. Stay alive for a little bit longer. I'm trying to see how close I am to 1.9 mil. We're 5,000 followers away, chat, from 1.9. Holy Father stays alive for now. He's gonna find Gugu here, though. Malay's left. It looks like his team has been eliminated as well. Africa, a disappointing performance from that region inside of this Wildcard World Cup. I don't think anyone's too surprised about that, though. They are the weakest region, but we allowed them in just because we want to see their upcoming potential players. Holy Father somehow managed to stay alive there. I don't know how that worked. And not only that, but it looks like Ackman is back in the fray as well. So they're staying up. Risen, it's looking likely that they win this game, chat. 7 kills early game. Will they be the first ever Middle Eastern team to do it? They could definitely be the first Middle Eastern team. A community that was barred and banned from so many different events. But we finally gave them a shot. The only person to do it. And here they are. Proving themselves on the main stage. 7 kills. That's going to bring them up to a blistering score of 105 so far. 19 teams still alive, so Low Texas team could make a comeback here, but they're gonna need to get more kills or take them down themselves. There's nobody around them, but they can hear people third-party potential here in farm. Oh, it's Slayer's team. That's not a good team you want to fight against. Absolutely not. While that's going on, it looks like Risen is over here in launch base taking a couple of kills as well. That brings them up to 8 total frags. Slayer is going to be fighting against another phenomenal team. That's going to be Seekra's roster. They took a couple of the players down. I don't know if they're fully eliminated. No, they're not. It's just going to be Slash for now. K9 also in the fight. Where are you guys over at? Oh, this is a massive fight in farm. They're all around each other. I believe they take down a player from Addicts. There's a couple of more around there. We've got D Esports and Addicts side by side here. Magic might get caught out in the open if he decides to stay around where he is. Rebar last alive for Inner Legendary, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen to Magic. He gets taken down very quickly by Loading. This is a good team. I wouldn't take this fight if I had to. I would always run away from this fight, especially as a solo player. Loading's hunting him down here. Trying to make something work. He spotted him. See you later, Alligator. Loading going to take down that fight. Easy done. And the third party comes in. Chamu's going to actually steal the kill from Loading. That's going to be detrimental to their point total. Hopefully they don't lose a place by 1 point in the end of this, chat. That would be absolutely terrible for them. Looking on to Arc Glorious, however, we haven't seen these guys too much in this competition, but they are definitely the best Latin American team so far. They've been performing very, very well. Team 8. Fire Travis also in a fight. Let's hop on board with that. That's Holy Father's team. Still around this area, Outpost, chat. Interesting. I'm surprised they stayed around here, chat. Everyone, if you haven't followed already on TikTok, make sure to do so. Help me reach 1.9 million. We're super close. We're super close to 1.9. We're like 5,000 away. 3 players are in. They might be able to get back Travis's tag, so they'll be good to go. Rebar's able to get back his 2 teammates' tags, so they don't need to worry about anything so far. And this is going into the mid-game right now, chat. We got 61 players left alive. And this zone reminds me of the old blackout zone that we lost in 2021, where we had to go across the bridge. This definitely could end on New Vision City, which means there's only 2 bridge spots able to be used. And as you can see, end game vitality going for the early rotation to the best spot in the zone. Definitely a skyscraper on the New Vision City area. Center zone, best spot in zone for sure, especially if you can keep your helicopter alive for as long as possible, chat. Let's hop on board to 4K Akaza this time, though, as they're not in a fight, but it looks like they've spotted a couple of players, and it's going to be Arc Glorious right in front of them here. Don't land any of the shots over to them. It looks like there could be a third-party situation here. It's Icons and Arc Glorious with 4K Akaza's team coming in from behind. What round is the final round? It's game number 7. Father dies outside of the zone. Unfortunate. What the frick, Father? Hey, yo, they're gonna get kicked by Ackman's team here. Oh no. Father. Mi padre. It's not looking too good for them. We'll hop on board with Ackman here and see what he's up to. He's rotating away. Trying to get out of there. Rinka left. It looks like Immortals have been eliminated. There's only 18 teams left alive. Low Texas team need to make a little bit more of a stand here than what they're doing, because the other opposing team has 11 kills, and that's going to be Risen. They need to kill Risen. Absolutely need to take them down if they want to win this. For sure. This is the first time they've played in this competition. They have been only sus 1 time, but it was because one of their players had Hawkeye. Everything else has been perfectly legit from this team, and I think they might actually have what it takes to take home the W here. RMS takes down another player onto Ivy Licked. He's going to get eliminated. 12 kills on the board. They're going to be up to a staggering 110 points. They're using the Interrogation. Wow, the Interrogation is a crazy wild card. Look at that, chat. Executing a downed enemy reveals the locations of the remaining teammates for 8 seconds. We've also got Hawk's Eye, which in my opinion is the best one to have. Then Stress Response increases movement speed by 2 seconds when hit, which is kind of just like a smoke bomber. These wildcards have changed up everything, chat. They really have. Low-Tech's able to get a kill right there, but I don't think it's going to be enough to really return him to the top of the leaderboards, as they were 6 points behind going into this game, and now they're going to be even further behind because Risen has so many kills. They're going to be 16 points behind. They need Risen to die. Oh, this could happen here, chat. Look at that zone, exactly as expected. It went over to the New Vision City side of things, and now endgame vitality need a better spot in zone. It looks like 4K Renzi's already over there. And if we look over onto A1, we can spot Super Jeff's team right in front of us. Loading's team need a little bit more than what they have right now in terms of total points. Actually, they need a lot more. They need to lock in right now. For sure need to lock in. They're using the game chat right now, or I would go and listen to them, and this is amazing. Taking down Interlegendary would be very beneficial. The other Middle Eastern team, if they were able to get those kills confirmed and get that point done and dusted, this would help them greatly. One of their teammates do get away here, but they do get a couple of kills off that. They need to take down Rasiri, though. Hopefully they're able to do it. They're chasing after him slowly but surely. I think he gets away from this. He's got the defender as well. Gets out of that situation entirely. Low Texas team looking for a better spot in this position for the zone. Ackman's team also getting a couple of kills here. Still Risen are alive. Right now they're in the lead. If they stay alive for longer than this, they will win the entire event. It looks like there's a team across on the other side of the zone, but there's not very many of them there, and they might get a free rotate into this zone. Low Texas team are the team that are on the other side of this hill and this bridge. If Low Texas team can take down these players and then play spoiler, the rotating team that is coming in here being Risen, this will seal the deal. It will all come down to this, whether or not they can kill them right here. They need to have snipers. I think Low-Tex will have a sniper. He does. They have SMRS and sniper. They're chasing one guy. Them chasing this one kill is going to come back and haunt them. Risen are going to get a free rotation into zone. They're going to be able to get another kill off of that. If they had just watched the bridge, they could have won this tournament. That could be the deciding factor right here, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to wrap around the entire zone here instead of taking Risen out. And as you can see on the zone right there, they rotate away from them. And unfortunately, that is the luck of the draw when it comes to Battle Royale. They had no idea they were there. They didn't have a stream open. They weren't stream sniping. They don't have cheats. And they unfortunately lost that situation entirely. Oh, no. A team that hasn't lost their situation just yet, though, is Super Jeff. Right below Low Tex's team. Low Tex need these kills. Absolutely. A1 must do this now. They need Risen to die outside of the top 10, and they need to get first place in a win. First place in a win minimum. As Risen are still having a good performance here. 13 kills on the board for their entire team combined. They haven't had a bad game this entire tournament. I think the worst game they had, they still got about 13 points or 12 points just based off kills with no placement points alone. They're going into the zone here. Nobody's around them really. Top one's the closest team over to the right-hand side. A couple of nades going on. A bull boss is trying to find somebody, but they're not able to see anyone. Brasserie is outside the zone. They're looking back to see if they can spot him, but nothing's going to happen here. That was interesting. Interesting indeed, chat. Let's see if he knows where he is. My little scrumdiddlyumptious. Oh, he doesn't see him. Oh, now he sees him. He spotted him going up that for sure. These guys are currently in the lead from the Middle East, chat. 10 kill streak from Slayer as well. He's doing so much work right now. We haven't even seen him because he's so far down that leaderboard. He might be able to finish a little bit higher than expected, though. As shots are going down onto Rebar. That's going to be Inner Legendary's team. Lowtech's able to get another kill for his team as well. That's 5, but that's not going to be enough. I really feel like that one game where they died with no points is going to be the deciding factor of who wins this tournament, chat, along with them not watching the bridge of the rotate, which would have been Risen. If they had watched that bridge rotate, they could have taken them down off of it. But unfortunately, it wasn't the case, and Risen stay alive and live to fight another day. There's 41 different players up right now. Risen. They're safe. Risen are really safe right now. Let's go into the third-person POV. They are on the edge of zone. All 4 of their players are alive. They don't need to push anything. They're going to go for third parties this time. They don't need to do anything early. They can go in very late. They actually have a good rotation in the zone. They don't have too much to travel. And it looks like Rebar's still going around in his hover bike. They might be able to take him off of that. Not going to lie if they shoot at him. But it looks like Risen are going to go for the rotate right now. They've got the quad in their hands. Top one are the only team going to stop them here. They get into the next zone, barely positioning themselves on this rock. They could use the divot right here as well. Who's just going to get shot from the side here from a bull boss. He needs to stay alive for as long as possible. Top one are just outside as well. If only a team could take them down, but I really feel like this dominant run from Risen is going to be cemented with a first place finish here, chat. Really think that's going to be what's happening here. But Low Texas team also getting a couple of kills. They also have 4 players alive. There comes another one on the slash. That's 7 kills total. They need to do a little bit more than this if they want to stand a chance of winning this game. They don't have as many kills, and with Ken also picking up another, they need to do more. They need to do more, chat, if Low Texas team wants to stand a chance. Holy Father's team still up and at him as well. Nasty getting shot from across the map from Low Tex, but they're going to go ahead and go over to Risen, which are probably going to steal their kills here. Travis gets knocked from the side, and now Holy Father's team are in a little bit of a tricky situation. They're probably going to get sniped from the side, and SMRSs are going to come through their windows. Risen still in the zone here, using this to their advantage, trying to shoot through the wall here, able to get a couple of shots onto an opposing player. Patter takes down Tom Pitts, but the real story right now here is definitely whether or not Risen are going to secure the victory. 16 kills on the board. Low Techs are following behind them quite closely now, though, in terms of total points, because they do have a lot of kills for themselves. They got 9 total kills. If they could win this game, they still have a chance to do it. Zaki gets another kill that brings them up to 10. They are barely behind them right now. If they win this game, they could definitely take the win away from Risen. Both teams still alive with 4 players up. Both teams with double-digit kills. Father last alive for his team. Low-Tex is moving into the zone right now with the entire roster. They were wondering what they want to do. They don't have zone rotations off of next one. The question is, does Risen have zone rotates off of next one? They do. They have a very good zone rotate, especially with a lot of cover due to that truck being there. And I feel like this could go in the way of Risen, chat. This end game is looking like it's going to be scrumdiddlyumptious from Risen. Rebar still going around in that hoverbike. Low-Tex needs more kills. They've got 12 now. Ferg throw comes in from Low-Tex, looking like a whole snack here, chat. Holy, do it again for the people in the back, Low-Tex. I know you want to, my little scrumptious, but players have been spotted here. Third parties are going to commence in just a second. Whiff is going for the third party. Low Tech's able to take down one. It's going to be Slayer. He takes down another. There goes Whiff. Now the kills are really coming through. Low Tech's team need to stay alive and get as many of these kills as possible. They need to all go in the way of Low Tech's team, and that's exactly what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Risen are still alive. Low Tech's have 4 players up on their team. None of them are knocked just yet. If they can stay alive and take down Risen before this end game, they can take it home. But ICANN is also getting kills. Father needs to die. The shots go in from the side, and it looks like Whiff is going to get taken down here as well. And Low Tech's team are collapsing. No, they collapsed at the end. And I think that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 25 kills on the board. The last player alive is going to be loading. And Risen are going to take the first ever Wildcard World Cup Squads event. finishing it off with a glorious win and 26 total kills. It looks like they're toying with the enemy. They're executing the most dominant run in a World Cup. There we are, ladies and gentlemen, from a brand new region. They were able to take it home. Congratulations to Risen. Some people said they didn't have it. Some people didn't say they were even worth having in the competition, and they ended up winning it all, taking it home. Congratulations to Risen Gaming. What a phenomenal last game performance. I thought Low Texas team could have wiped them out there at the end, but the spotter came in clutch and they closed it out. They are going to be your winners of the Wildcard World Cup Squads event. With that being said, make sure to hit that subscribe button, become a follower if you haven't already, and we should have a duos event here at the end of the month. We'll have to wait and see about an announcement for that, but make sure to stay tuned for a duos World Cup style event. There won't be as many qualifiers as there was with this current one because it's pretty last minute, the event, but either way, there will be another one just like this, but for duos, chat. That's what you voted for. I asked you in the chat, solos or duos. Everyone was saying duos. There was only a couple of solos in there. Let's pull up this final scoreboard. Low Texas team are going to finish in second place, I would assume. And then, third place might even be Slayer's team with a very good performance right there at the end. 25 kills in a second place. That's going to get them 32 points. But a 36-point game, unbelievable. The EU teams did perform better towards the end of the tournament with Slayer's team being AMK and Low Texas team being A1. Probably both finishing in the top 5, if not both the top 3. But definitely the best team of this tournament was for sure Risen Gaming, with a 26 kill win at the end. That's going to give them a phenomenal score, chat. A very good final day score of, I would say, about 134 total points. 134-ish total points. Low Texas team are also going to finish above 100 points as well with their performance. They did very good. Good comeback from them. Along with AMK. AMK, I feel like, will also be very close to 100, but I think they're going to finish off at around... no, they will. They should get 100. I think they might be finishing at 97. 97 points, chat, yet to be seen, but good performances from a lot of different teams here. Holy Father's team even finished very well in that game as well. Up at the tippity top, you can see them finishing in 4th place there. Super Jeff's team got a lot of kills. We'll have to see where the entirety of all the teams place, at least the top 10, in just a moment, chat. But if you're new around here, make sure to follow and subscribe if you haven't already. Risen finishing with 134. Team A1 finishing with 115. Team AMK finishing with 97. Team Top 1, definitely a wildcard team that nobody expected to do well, finished with 86. Arc Glorious finished with 75. MW Icon finished with 74. Inner Legendary with 72. Team Secret with 70. Endgame Vitality with 67. K9 Esports with 65. Team Ackman with 61. X Team with 56. X Kings Main with 55. And Team Holy Father with 42 points. We'll get the graphic on the screen for you guys in just a second. Some big names didn't make it into the top 10 this time, chat. I believe Ackman did not make it into the top 10 for the final teams. X Team also didn't make it into the top 10 for the final teams. King's Main, which is Super Jeff's team, did not make it into the top 10. Holy Father's team did not even make it into the top 10 as well. I will check who was the top 10 cutoff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the 10th place is going to go to K9 Esports. So Ackman, X Team, Super Jeff, 4 Kings Main, and Holy Father all didn't make it into the top 10. None of them made it into the top 10. The top 5 are Risen Gaming, A1, AMK, Top 1, and Glorious. Then below them, we've got Icon, Inner Legendary, Secret, Endgame Vitality, K9. So we've got Latin American teams in there. We have got Filipino teams in there. We've got Middle Eastern teams in there. We've got European teams in there as well. And yeah, a very interesting performance from all of the teams. Definitely different than what we could have expected. Especially from Super Jeff's team and Ackman's team. 2 disappointing performances today. Hopefully they come back in a future tournament again. Maybe another $10,000 duos event. Which you should follow and subscribe for in the future.
Hopefully they come back then and they clutch up instead of placing so far down the list, chap. I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen in just a moment the top 5 scoreboards. Man, and you need to send me the link, brisket. What a great day, chat. An absolutely phenomenal day to end off the Wildcard World Cup. It was a phenomenal season to start off the 2025. And I'm looking forward to more tournaments throughout the year, chat. Would you like to see some more tournaments? Would you like to see some more? Let me see in the chat. I would like to see some more COD Mobile. Maybe another one around the wildcard stuff. You know what I'm saying, chat? Alright, if you're watching on TikTok, go to the vertical stream right now. I'm about to put in the scores on a graphic for you guys, so you guys can see where everyone placed on the vertical TikTok stream. If you're on YouTube, I'm about to put it on screen as well. It's just going to pop up on the screen right there for you guys also. And if you're watching on the vertical YouTube, I will put it on the screen in just a moment as well. There you go. It's a little bit out of place on the vertical screen, but there you go. The Wildcard World Cup Final, the global event. Taking home $5,000 is Risen Gaming, $4,000 is A1, $3,000 is AMK, Top 1 Tech home $2,000, and then Art Glorious Tech down $1,000. That's your top 5, and that's the only teams that win any of the money. That's going to conclude the entire $25,000 season. We hope to do another season in the future very shortly. Fingers crossed, Activision give it to us. For sure, we love them. Make sure to download the game at the bottom of the description or the top of the description on YouTube. If you just want to click the link, I'd appreciate that as well. Just click the link. Come on, just click the link for more tournaments. They like to see that. But either way, chat, it has been an absolute pleasure from me, yours truly, Ferg, for hosting this season of Battle Royale Esports. I hope to see you again in a season that starts hopefully very soon. If you're new, make sure to follow and subscribe because we've been hosting these events pretty much the entirety of the last year. And they always have big prize pools, always super big events. So if you're new around here, make sure to follow and subscribe because this is the hot spot for Battle Royale Esports. And I also got #1 on the multiplayer leaderboards, all right? We're doing both here, chat. We're getting #1 in multiplayer leaderboards, and we're hosting Battle Royale main stage events, chat, all right? Hit the follow and subscribe button, my little scrumptious. Congratulations to the Middle East for winning today's tournament. Phenomenal job from you guys. Absolutely amazing from Risen. Good job, indeed. With that being said, it has been an outstanding month. I'm going to fly off to America now and go and take my girlfriend around her favorite place from Twilight. We're going to Washington, chat. We are going to Washington. Indeed we are. And we're going to go around all the weird Twilight spots that she wants to do, chat. So I'll see you probably in about a week. I'll probably not see you guys until next Monday, possibly. Also, we will post on DGens. I see you, Michael. We'll be posting on DGens tomorrow. There will be a DGens video, broski, so don't worry about that. Either way, chat, I love you all. Make sure to live your life with purpose. Do something that will help you mentally, physically, financially with the rest of your day. Follow and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm about to hit 1.9 million on TikTok. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Don't miss me too much, my little scrumptiouses. Have a great rest of your day, my Pookie Bears. That is it for the Wildcard World Cup. Bye, my little Pookie Bear.